on ATC Pmdg.
Happy Saturday. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Welcome to an empty Southwest Primary Midway in Chicago. I don't know, Beyondatc just will not load traffic here in Midway today. I'm not sure if it's here or if it's our destination, which is Omaha. But nevertheless, we will be taking out this beautiful, beautiful looking livery. Created by, well, I don't know, he didn't create it. Well, yeah, he partially created this. Misty Apex, this incredible, incredible 350 livery. The Fly Lex in all black with this teal. Purple would have been better. Yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous livery. And this is the first time we're going to be taking the 350 out with this livery. This is available in our files, exclamation point files, and you can grab it. Courtesy of Miss the Apex. And this is for the 350 1000. Now, this is actually my first time, I'm pretty sure, ever flying the 1000, the 350 1000. So, there's a lot of conversation happening on the internet, about the 350. And, you know, here's the thing, folks. People are saying that the 350, the ini builds, can't believe I'm even going to put these words together, performs equally as good as the FENIX. Well, we're going to put that to a test this very morning. It's not a fair test now because I don't have traffic working here at Midway, but nevertheless, it's no traffic, apparently, other than multiplayer traffic. And we're going to see. If this is actually the truth. Does the 350 compare to the FENIX now? Is it in line with the Pmdg 737 or the 777? Is it in line with the 306 that Inibuilds also makes? These are questions that need answers to, because we cannot trust the internet. Welcome in, Kubi. P2, welcome on in. P2 says, last time I was this early, I had to give my girlfriend flowers for the entire week. Pmdg 737 for 2024 just got leaked. I don't know about that. Stream starts soon. Nothing to do. Gotcha. Manhattan, welcome in as well. And my favorite livery in this lineup. Yeah, for sure. I need this in the 900 would be awesome. But we have it for the 1000 at least, so we'll be happy with it. So I do have my flow. Hello, Flo. How are you? I have my flow button working, which is fantastic. It's crazy to think that I bought a $30. It's like $25 little Logitech mouse, a wireless one, right? You got to use a AA battery to power it. But I bought it because my, what was it, $150 Alienware Pro mouse, which I've had for 3 years, decided to completely die on me. I guess Friday morning. I went to try it out because I was going to do some stuff before work, and it didn't work. It did not work. It was broken. Nothing moves on the screen. I went ahead and I tried it on a different machine and the same thing. So it's dead. Like I can right click sometimes and it might come up on the screen. Question word in there is might, but it's completely broken. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure what happened there. I don't know. I was having issues with the scroll wheel. I would have to dust it out every so often. So I don't know if something just got clogged, if whatever was messed up in the scroll wheel sensor maybe got jammed in another sensor and now it's just completely kaput. But whatever. And I had it for 3 years, so you know it is what it is with that. Can you provide a link to the mouse you got? Oh, it's the 305 or something. Good question. I just got it at Amazon. I know people were talking about Logitech, so I was like, well, might as well. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it because I had question marks. Yeah, the G305. The G305. Again, it's a cheap mouse. It's 25 bucks. It's powered by AA battery. But it is wireless, you know, it's a dongle, and it does a good job. Like I'm impressed for $25. Like it's a mouse, it does its thing, right? But I'm mostly impressed that the freaking button works. You get this complex command center from Alienware, but their button doesn't work. I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's see. We got the lake effect now. Hold on. What was it? We got some lake effect snow overnight, which I wasn't expecting. Oh, really? Let's see. Just got the Logitech 502. Yeah, I saw that. The 502 is the best mouse out that you tested. I saw that one. I don't know. It looks weird. I like a simple looking mouse, which is why I like my Alienware. Why I like the Alienware Pro series. It looks like a standard mouse. You know, any mouse you'd find on the street. It doesn't look like a gaming mouse, and that's what I really like about it. It works well. The problem is my previous Alienware mouse, the right clicker, no, it was the left. The left one would start sticking every so often, and it was not enough to like, it was enough if you do like first person shooters or something like that, you would feel it, but if you're just clicking around, not really that bad. So then I got the Pro series, and well, now the wheel. 3 years later, the wheel on that one went out, so I don't know. I feel like a mouse should last 5+ years. Now, I don't think I've had a mouse that long, but I've never really replaced a mouse because I just wanted something new. The last two now I've had to buy because I've had issues with them. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so we're here in the 305. Why isn't it turned on? Okay, let's go ahead and go. Oh, I know why. Let's go to electric power. Is on. Okay. And then batteries on. Fuel pumps on. I think. There we go. That button was sticking. APU bleed is going to be turned off. We don't need that on right now. Master switch, we're going to start. IRS's, nav. Let's verify that. I'm using my... There we go. Few switches are not on. Oh, yeah, they are. Never mind. Okay. And then I'm also, like I said, I'm using... Why is all these lights on? I'm using my... Yeah, that's fine. That's on. Okay, cool. What's it called? What am I using? I'm using the, what the heck's it called? Rosefire Alpha 106. So if you're wondering why I'm not clicking anything in the cockpit, it's because of that. Okay, so we got all that jazz going. We got some things doing here. We got screen doing its thing there. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to the little panel here. And we're going to go, not that one. Forgive me if I'm doing things incorrectly here. I don't fly this plane all that often, so I'm going to probably goof up some things. Alright, set 0 fuel weight. Oh no, I gotta get this. I gotta fetch this still. How do I fetch this? Engine covers are still in place. Alright, ground. Chocks. Let's get rid of that, I guess. APU is available. Let's go to bleed. Bleed is on. External power we can go turned off. Alright, let's go on down here and we can get the GPU disconnected then. There we go. GPU. Now, does that mean that the... Nope. How do you get rid of the... I thought you can do the covers from inside the plane. There's midlife in the 787. Ooh, the Horizon, right? Horizon Sim 787. Okay, we got that set up there. Now let's go ahead and sync this stuff from SimBrief. Set. Okay, and then we'll eventually grab this jet. Actually, we suppose we can grab it now, right? Sync that stuff. Sync that. All right, let's go down here now. Let's go to active and go to init. Request the company. Go to rock around. I thought you could do the covers though in the plane. I thought you could do it in the plane. All right, requesting the wind. Insert the wind. Okay, cool. Let's go to weights. So load, and we're going to go to. How do we do this? Couldn't we? Oh, I just hit the button, right? Yeah. Click on that. Click, click, click. And then passenger count. And we need that over here from the load sheet. And that is, where's the passengers? 233. 233 on the passengers. 233. Enter. Clear, 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 clear. Okay, that's all cleared out. Why is this not showing up though? What's going on here? Okay, and then we got that going. So then let's go over here. Let's go to init real quick. And go to IRS 1. Why is my panel not showing up here? What's going on with the panel? Did I miss a step? Alright, we got that set. Go over to performance. Go back over here to the panel. And go to takeoff performance. Sync, compute. Select a runway. I'm expecting 3-1 right. 3-1 right. It's already selected. Sync. Sync. Compute. Select a runway. Where? Runway is dry. Aircraft disabled. Why is it? Why do I have to select a runway? Alright, 6522 for the feet. Compute. Select runway. I'm trying to select a runway. It's right here. And why is 31 right not in here? Alright, let's do 31 left. Compute. Sync. Why is this runway not in here? Alright, sync. Compute. PF debug, you should restart. Man, you got the bug. The only way to fix it is to restart. What? I'll be sending you an update for the 350 delivery after we fix some texturing issues, but I'm at Costco now. Did you do your departures? I haven't done my departures yet. Also, why is the runway not showing up here? 31 right is the big runway, and I can't do 31. All right, I guess we'll restart the flight then. All right, this is looking really well. This is looking extremely well. Good start. Good starting to build 350. Good start. You're getting one chance here. One more chance. You fail here, we're going back to Boeing. I'm just saying it, folks. We're going back to Boeing. Did it crash on me? Oh, I saw it move. I saw the loading thing move. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Let's go over here and get rid of that crap. All right, let's get back into the cockpit. Let's try this again. All right. Exterior power is auto. That's all good. Master switch. Wait, hold on now. All right, nav's good. External power is auto. Battery switches are good. Fuel pumps are off. My fuel pump switch doesn't work. Okay. Start the master switch for the GPU, or sorry, the APU, and then start it. Okay. Just cycling through all my little switches here. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. So, back over to this dude here. Yeah, make sure we have the Navigraph data too. I did that before the stream. It says Navigraph data. Okay, I have it updated. Okay, let's go back over here. We're gonna go to this guy here and sync it with SimBrief. We're gonna go over to load sheet and we're gonna SimBrief import it, set it instant refill. Okay, then we're gonna go down to this guy here, right? And we're gonna go to init, and we're gonna copy or request it. Where we get the overspeed bug and suspend it, which I think might be a bug. Yeah, I think there's a bug with that overspeed because Misty Apex got it too, didn't I? I think I authorized you back in. I think I authorized you back in. If I didn't, let me know. I'll do it again. Okay, we have that set. Now we're gonna go to load. All right, that's working again now, so that's good news. Okay, and then we're gonna go here and go enter, enter, enter. What was the passenger count? 233. Okay, let's go here. 233. Okay, enter. That's all set. Performance. We grab this from this guy over here. So takeoff performance. Select runway. All right, let's go sync, sync, sync. It's saying it's not no data in the FMS. Why? Okay, what about 31 left? Why is that one runway not available? All right, whatever. Let's do 22. Sync, compute. All right. Why? Why? Por qué? Give me an error. Tell me why it can't do it. That's all I ask. Why? What if I just make up some number here? Is this because it's too short? Let's do 8,000 feet. Compute. All right, there we go. Good enough. We'll make it work. Stupid thing. All right, clear, 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 clear. This is good so far, folks. It's really good. Enjoying it. Having a blast. All right, we're gonna put departure. Runway is going to be 31 right. See, it's here. Why isn't it in the... Whatever. All right, let's get Beyondatc going too. Clearance. Midway clearance. Hello from FlexLex 2718 Heavy. We are ready for IFR clearance to Omaha. We have no SID. Temporary. Insert. Omaha. Squawk 3750. 5,000. We're expecting runway 36. ILS approach. Star is going to be LATS.
Cleared to Epley Airport.
Transition is DS to Moise. Insert. Insert.
Flight level 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.2. Squawk 3750.
Right, I'm really confused.
2718 Heavy.
Because now it's telling me 31 center. Beyondatc is telling me 31 center. I don't even see that on the chart. Where the hell's 31 center? Alright, departure. Runway. What is going on today?
We'll contact ground 118.075.
There's no 31 center.
Ready for pushback or engine start. FlexLex 2718 Heavy. Take care. Thanks.
What is going on? Alright, whatever. We'll stick with our runway here. Holy smokes. Okay. Get the bleed going. Jesus. I just want to fly. Okay, we got that going. Okay, over here to the left-hand side. Let's go to ground. Remove, remove. Okay. Performance, or altimeter. Is there no way to set this to hectopascals? Or no, that's hectopascals. What's the other one? Okay, hold on. Let's see what we got. You can do the performance after starting the entering the star. You're going to do a Beyondatc TC PDLC. Oh, I should have. Damn, I forgot about that. Beyondatc traffic having an outage. Oh, is it have an outage? Okay, wait a minute. How did you enter those fuel values? What do you mean? I would use Beyondatc if my AI traffic would work. I don't know. Yeah, traffic seems to be broken, huh? I think when input is active, you can type on the keyboard. Yeah, correct. Correct. Okay, why? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. So now, I think we're ready for pushback engine start, huh? Let me start first officer. Jesus, folks, this is a good start. Midway ground, FlexLex 2718 heavy ready for pushback and engine start. Jesus. Oh hey, I got good news.
2718 heavy.
Uh-oh.
Ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Oh, I got really bad news.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Flow's broken.
2718 heavy.
Flow's broken, and I can't get the top. Oh my gosh. Flow's broken, and I can't get the top menu to come up now. How do you fix that? I restarted, and now flow's broken. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess I really don't need flow for anything, but I can't. Oh boy, this is a good day for the sim. Alright, well I guess we're going to do the old school pushback. Release the parking brake. Shift P it out. Oh god, that's not working either, is it? There it is. Shift P it. Alright. Jesus, folks. Start this engine number 1. And start it. Alright. Away. It rains, it pours. Alright, engine number 1 is rotating. Reboot and install Linux. Holy cow. This is a hell of a start today. Oh hey, it's pushing me in the right direction. That's cool. Did they work on the sounds with the 350? Did they change anything with the sounds? Or are they pretty much the same? Alright, Midlife Rex is over there waiting for us patiently. Jesus, folks. What's that say? Fuel center... fuel... Oh yeah, I gotta get the fuel pumps going now. Kinda need those. Oh, okay. Enough with the pushback. You're doing all right. Thank you. All right, and then we'll go down here. Number 2. What are we doing for takeoff then? Over here to performance. Confirm. We are doing a flaps 1 departure. Flaps 1. That's going to automatically set the trim. Yep, cool. And then we're going to put this over here to this guy. And we're going to hit this once and then twice. Okay. Okie dokie. Now we're just waiting for engine number 1 to fire on up. Or sorry, number 2 to fire up. Midway ground, FlexLex 2718 heavy, ready to taxi to the active. I forgot I had to push back in here. Why is flow broken though?
FlexLex 2718 heavy. Runway 31 center taxi via Tango 2 Tango.
3-1 center. I would look at the charts, but... Well, I can look at these charts.
Runway 31 center taxi.
Charts.
Tango 2, Tango,
Watch this.
Echo
Midway.
1, FlexLex 2718 heavy.
And airport. There you got 3-1 right and 3-1 left. Where the hell's 3-1 center? Unless this is center now. I think this is 3-1. I think... Actually, it might be right. Now that I think about it. It might be right. Okay, so we have that all going here. Let's go ahead and turn off the bleeds, turn off the master switch. Taxi lights on. Let's get, if this is working properly. There it is, the yoke cam's up. Yep, I know I'm flying an Airbus with the yoke. Alright, let's go throttle. Forward. What's your problem? Throttle lever 2, idle. What's your problem? That's a hell of a jump. Why does it go so high? Take the delayed takeoff for warm-up. Alright, cabin call. Spoilers are going to be armed. And that didn't arm them. This button arm them? Yep. Alright, takeoff test. That is over... Where the hell's takeoff test? Right there. What's that mean? Lever... Idle lever 2. It is idle. Why I think it might be right is because I think this midway has a 31 center. What am I doing? Tango... Echo 1. That's over here. I want to see what the sign says up here. Is midlife?
Over to tower 135.2. Flex 2718 heavy.
What's that sign say? 31 center. It does say center. Interesting. So Beyondatc TC is pulling 31 center from here. I don't know if that's just a mistake or what. Not quite sure what that is. Alright, what is this error we're having here? It says delay takeoff for warm-up. Idle. Engine 2 temperatures low. Engine 2 temperature is low. Okay. ¿Por qué? Temperature 16.7, 16.9. I guess it is a little lower. Am I just... Do I have to wait for it to... Everything's on up here. Am I just going too fast? Alright, we'll start our takeoff. I'm rooting for Pmdg to get the 2024 to late beta soon. I'm hoping. Midway tower, Flex 2718 heavy, ready to go. Runway 31 center.
Flex 2718 heavy, midway tower, wind 280 9er, fly heading 32.
Alright, okay, that's gone now. So it must have just not been ready.
Fly heading 320, runway 31 center. Cleared for takeoff.
Heading
Flex 2718 heavy.
32 on the heading. Alright. Landing lights. On. Checked. Checked. Throttle going up. I think we're flying finally. And there's Man Lex. Get those in chat. Hi from Puerto Rico. Welcome in. Alright, winds are coming from our left, 15 knots. We should have plenty of runway to make this work. Rotate. Gently. Gently. Oh, Jesus. Gently. Gear up.
Too low. Terrain.
Too low terrain. What's your problem? Alright, heading 320.
Contact Chicago departure. Flex 2718 heavy.
Climb lever. Uh-oh.
Chicago departure. Flex 2718 heavy. Good morning. 1,900 feet.
Why is auto throttle off?
Flex 2718 heavy. Chicago departure. Good morning.
What is going on?
Contact. Climb maintain flight level 190.
Climb maintain
Alright,
flight
there's
level 190.
Max,
Flex
Toga.
2718 heavy.
Flex 2718 heavy. Turn left. Heading 270.
Turn left.
Oh
Heading
my God, what is
270,
going on?
Flex 2718 heavy.
Auto throttle, please. Why isn't it going to climb? Going too slow. Why is it... What is going on here? Oh, okay. Let's figure it out. Menu, options, throttle calibrate. This is what I want for climb. You should be doing climb right now. It's not doing climb. Why? It just keeps turning off. I don't understand. The throttles are calibrated. Let's reset it all.
Flex 2718 heavy.
Alright. Idle. Climb. Flex. Toga. There's climb. Alright, I think we got it. What the hell? Alright. Where are we going? Why are you beeping at me? Stop it. Shut up. 200, left 200. I love this plane. Alright, flaps are up. 200 on the heading. Autopilot's on. I'm tired, I'm done with this. 10,000 feet, coming up. Spoilers are disarmed. 10,000, lights coming off. Alright, we're going over to heading 200. Holy smokes. What a disaster of a start. Disaster. Let's see if we can actually make it there. Alright, someone was telling me that they added in, like, cloud effects to the 350 at some point. I want to see if that's true. I was talking about, like, SimFX. And so we're going through cloud now. We're going to see if that's actually the case. Alright, we're on heady mode. I didn't trust it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the cool effects that like SimFX would do. This just looks like all standard default clouds in the sim, which aren't bad, but yeah, I don't remember. I didn't see anything unique about that. That's all default stuff. All right, well, we're airborne. We're doing all right now. We're making progress. Bring out the map. And then we should get a vector to the right here momentarily. Holy smokes. Okay, what do we got going on here? Direct. We're going direct here, so let's go
Roger.
from
We'll head
position
direct
direct.
to then resume on
Insert.
navigation. Flex
All right, now we're on nav. We're climbing up to 400 on this flight.
Flex 2718 heavy. Contact Chicago Center 127.6.
All right, there we go.
Contact Chicago Center 127.6.
We're almost at
Flex 2718
18,000.
heavy. Take care.
Okay, so the throttle thing, I don't know what happened because I calibrated it after so before the stream, like 20 minutes before the stream, I loaded into the 350 so it could do its thing, you know. And so then I also did my throttle at that time. That's when I did terrain data. That's when I did Navigraph and all that. So I was ready to go for the stream. I tested it. Throttle was working just fine. Apparently it didn't stick. Okay, what do we got going on here? Beyondatc TC traffic is not working. Yep, apparently it's broken. Hello from Puerto Rico, from snowy Midwest. Ooh, the snowy Midwest. Me too. What? An Airbus? Yes, Jay, an Airbus. An Airbus that's been failing me so far. Are you in a Cessna in 2024 over Midway? How is the snow represented in the sim? It didn't... Definitely, like... The snow here in Chicago was not the snow in real life. There's a lot more snow out there right now. If Lex complains about the 350 this round, it's the yoke's fault. Moza MTQ quadrant. I don't think it's that. I don't think it was that. Mine works perfectly. Not sure what's happening with yours. Set the throttle to climb on the aircraft manually. See, not the Airbus. Hold on. See, not even the Airbus likes all the Boeing hardware. It's because you're using a yoke. I'm with Jay. Time to bust out your trusty iFly and leave the complex aircrafts. Oh boy. Ouch. Those are fighting words right there. Manhattan, welcome back. Had to get into the air. We made it. That was a disaster. Disaster. Barry, are you still here? Did I bring you back into New Sky, Barry? That was a total disaster. Almost everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And flow's broken. So after this flight, we'll have to restart the sim to get flow back, apparently. Flow does not like restarting. Where's Missy Apex? Are you still with us? Probably gave up, so the hell is it? This guy's taking too long. The performance is pretty impressive. Man, it's a beautiful livery. That's a screenshot right there. Beautiful livery. Yeah, performance is pretty good. I'm not complaining at all about the performance. It's pretty good. Okay, so we're looking at 16:36 for the arrival time. Current time is, where the hell's the clock in this plane? Clock is where's the clock? That's the destination time for the next waypoint. Where's the actual clock at? Oh, it's on here. 15:37. So an hour. About an hour. Over to Chicago Center. An upside down aircraft, Jay says. You had a P2 takeoff. Speaking of which, we need a P2 landing emote. Oh man, how do we do that? How do you do a P2 landing emote? So I'm going to put in chat here. I want to get opinions. So I have the opportunity. The Moza yoke is locally available. So I want to get some opinions here. I'm not going by your opinion. I just want to get some opinions. Okay, so sorry, I meant, hey, P2, we already have one. It's the butter. Oh, I don't know about that. Although P2's been really good. Well, I don't know about recently, but when he switched over to 777 and he figured it out, yeah, he was like buttering everything, everything. So I read, well, who was it? Is it Chicken or is it Misty Apex? Someone put in Discord yesterday that the 340 got delayed. So that's going to come out sometime next year. I don't think they were aiming for this year, though. Am I correct with that? I don't think they were aiming for this year. Chicken and I are top rated in the pilot airline. Cash me outside. How about that? Are you really? What? No way. Let's see. So our airlines. Let's check this out. All right. Let's bring it up here, folks. Bring it up here. So we have 986 for P2. And where is Chicken at? Manhattan's 939. Captain's 865. Chicken's 989. How do you get 989? That's incredible. I'm jealous. Look at the 10s. This is crazy. 989 is consistent as heck. Huh. Okay, so we got Chicken, and then P2, and then I think it might be mine. Lunar hasn't flown for a while. J. Russ. How are you above me, P2? This is crap. Something's going on here. 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. You haven't had an 8 for a while. I had an 8 recently, didn't I? This loser here. Look at the type rating, though. Look at the type rating. Huh? Who else has 3 aircrafts that are type rated? I had this 8. What happened with this plane? Or this flight? Late landing config. Yeah, I remember that now. We did that one on stream, I think. Okay, I got 3 type ratings. What did Chicken have? Chicken had a bunch too, didn't he? Chicken has... no, he doesn't. There's no type rating there. Okay, P2 has 1 type rated. Look at... see, I'm diverse. That's why my score is not as high as everyone else. I'm diverse with my type ratings. I have 3 different type rated planes. No one else is close to my top 3. Or my 3. What's Bob have? Bob flies a bunch of different planes. Yeah, even Bob's not even there. See? That's just... Captain, you know. He's Airbus only, right? Yeah. J. Russ. How about you? Yeah, J. Russ not even type rated. Look at that. I'm 3 times, folks. 3-time type rating. 3. 1, 2, 3. The 320, the 737, and the 777. 3 planes, folks. 3 planes. Come on now. That's it right there. That's it right there. Toot my own horn. Let's see, what do we got going? Okay, let's see, Chicken. Okay, I don't want anything aero. They would have. Sorry, they would have to outdo themselves at a high level before I even consider them. Really? You don't like the CRJ? Are you anti-CRJ, Jay? Are you anti-CRJ, Jay? I like the CRJ. When it first came out, it was okay, but it's you know, is basic. But the V2 version is very impressive. Very impressive. It's a very good plane. I haven't flown a 330. Let's see. I thought Leo was the top-rated pilot. Chicken has been buttering his ATRs. Oh, yeah, you've been flying a lot of ATRs, Chicken. He's not in here, I don't think. It's like, it's late at night, I think, for Chicken. We don't use that name here. I'm just a FENIX expert. What can I say? P2? I remember, like, 6 months ago. You know, I just remember 6 months ago. You said you're giving up on the FENIX, and you're becoming a 777 pilot only. What happened, P2? What happened? What did Boeing do to you? Excuses, excuses. We hear them every day. The Airbus flies itself. See? Perfect. Exact. Airbus flies itself. You want to be a real pilot? You gotta do Boeing. Hey Lex, does it make you feel like a man to degrade your viewers like this? I'm not degrading them. I'm just speaking the truth. It still needs someone to put the gear down manually without violating SOP. The 777 taught me how to fly the FENIX. See, you had to learn how to fly a real plane to fly an autopilot plane. That's that's all I'm hearing right there. That's all I'm hearing. All right, we were at top of climb, flight level 400. 400. And then we have an ETA updates here. We have 1636. I think that's what we last saw. Yeah, about 45 minutes or so. 45 minutes or so. So we're going to bring this guy over to FMS2. And then we're going to keep it where it is now. Because we're expecting runway 36 right now, but we'll see what happens. We have IFR conditions in Omaha. So the winds are 350 at 9. Visibility, the overcast clouds are at 1,800 feet. Visibility is less than 3/4 of a mile, so pretty darn crappy in Omaha as it is. Oh, interesting. The server status for APL is in red as well. Is there like a outage? Is there like a like Cloudflare kind of outage going on in the world? Haven't really checked that out this morning. Says the man flying the 350 right now. I was pressured. I was pressured by the internet. The internet pressured me into flying this. It's a good plane. I can't talk bad about it. It's a good plane. The performance is substantially better. It'd be great if there was traffic so we can compare it with traffic with Beyond ETC, but due to whatever outage, you know, it is what it is. What's going on with Beyond ETC though? Is there Nomad? Let's see what the issues are. Let's see. The issue with traffic services appearing unavailable for some years should be resolved. Should be resolved. That was at this morning. It should have been resolved. Is it still broken?
Chicago Center, FlexLex 2718 heavy.
Around 14 hours ago, we suffered a server outage for a short period, making ATC unavailable. Moving your flight time to earlier may also help avoiding Saturday Zulu times as a workaround. For now, do not go more than 24 hours earlier to stay with 24. Okay, so it's supposed to be resolved, but I clearly had the issue still. Traffic not working here, and that was at 9, yeah. So it looks like it's still broken. Yeah, they're working on it. Okay. As of 8:52 a.m., so about a little under an hour ago, English T did say that it's still down. They're fixing it soon. I wonder what the issue is. I do wonder. Okay, what else we got? An autopilot plane, yet Lex fumbles a takeoff like a rookie. That was well done. Well done, Jay. Well done. Come on, man. That was well done. You got me on that one. I have nothing to say on that. I have zero. I have nothing, no snarky comment. Oh my god, did the billionaires bring down the internet again? Went from calling 350 a trash and scam to a good plane. Build's redemption arc is well underway. You know, but that's good. That's really, really good, because they are a very important developer in the flight sim community. They are one of the largest flight sim developers, right? The issue I've always had with them has been twofold. One is optimization, right? Their planes look beautiful, but they perform like trash. That's been one of my biggest gripes with them, and a lot of people. The second issue is that they continuously push out new products and not update the products that they should be. So I'm guessing the 350 sold really, really well. And maybe they're using the 350 as an example of their arc, like P2 said. You know, they've turned the page, they're moving on, they're saying, hey, we're going to do a better job going forward, because we saw that with the 340. But I don't think the 340 sold as well. I think the 350 was a very big seller. They just had it on sale again recently. So, you know, this could be good. I want this to happen. I want to see success from these companies. And it's us from the community of flight simming, not content creators, but all of us, you know, who are in the Indian Builds forums, who are in other Discords, who are making our voices loud and clear, saying, we want better. We spent money for you. We want to continue spending money on your stuff. Make good stuff. So maybe they're listening. This is good. This is very good. Let's see. RJ says, so Lex doing 4 legs today, I hear? 4 legs? I don't know. Who said that? Now, only if Aerosoft can fix their scam 330 CEO. Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I heard 4 long haul legs. Yeah, right. Yeah, Aerosoft needs to make the 330 right. It's a moral issue for me. They absolutely stole money from the community. Yeah, the 330, see, that's one of those things, that's one of those things where I think Aerosoft is in over their heads. Because the CRJ is a very basic plane. Super, super basic, right? You can steal a lot of parts from other builds, you know, FSX, etc., right? Kind of like what Pmdg has done with their planes in the past, and port them over to 2020, 2024. But to take advantage of what 2020 and 2024 offers, you have to build from the ground up, right? And that's obviously what Indie Builds have done, right? That's what iFly has done for the most part. I know they did steal some of their coding, of course, from P3D, but nevertheless. And FENIX, right? All of these companies have, for the most part, built from the ground up. They didn't really port things over, like a whole bunch of stuff over, from my understanding at least. And Aerosoft, I think, might have built from the ground up the 330, but I don't think they're capable. I don't know if their team's capable of doing a high-end advanced aircraft. I think that they're like the middle ground. They're kind of like what people can, what some people are saying about the 350. You know, the 350 isn't as advanced as like the 777, but it's or the FENIX, right? But it's more advanced than what plane? Then I guess it's more advanced than the iFly, because people are saying the iFly is not really advanced either. I love the iFly. No complaints. 340 is a nostalgia. Yeah, it won't sell a lot. Yeah. It's a weird looking plane. I don't know, it's weird. 4 engines. The cockpit looks exactly like, you know, a 320. And the German tax. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. Yeah, it was also, they got money from the German people to produce it. Yeah, I forgot about that. I agree with Jay. They need to redeem themselves. Yeah, I forgot they got the government money. That's crazy. Government money to make a fake plane. That's wild. Let's see. They said in Discord that the 330 is pretty ballsy, asking for trust when their current product is a mess. Yeah. The adorable Cessna is more advanced than the 330. Well, on the good news, it does seem like SWS is working really hard on converting their Kodiak and PC-12 over to 2024, and they're making the final push for the Kodiak, which then means you're going to be working on the next version of the Kodiak, which I'm super excited about because I absolutely love the Kodiak, one of my favorite planes. But I don't fly as much as I should. But it does, you know, it has a big chunk of my heart, just because it's the first GA plane that I really felt super comfortable with, and it's the most flights I've ever done with any aircraft, with a single aircraft. The most number of flights, not the flight hours, just number of flights. Definitely, because I did the round the world tour one time with the Kodiak, a half a time with the Kodiak, and then like 3 around US trips, and several different Papua New Guinea, around the Papua New Guinea strips, and New Zealand. I think I did one South America one Mexico one all North America, all in the Kodiak only. SWS PC-12 win. One day it will come. This plane has top of descent, right? I think this plane has top of descent. Have top of descent. What do y'all think of the VATSIM age, the minimum age requirement? So now you have to be 16. And if you're currently 13 to 15, you're grandfathered in. What do you think of that? Like, I understand all of it. I understand, you know, there's the UK law, and I understand why you would maybe want to be cautious on inviting really young people into it, but at the same time, I've listened enough to VATSIM to know that, you know, just hearing the voices, there are some really young, incredible pilots and controllers out there, you know, and these are kids that might actually become, you know, real-life pilots and real-life controllers over time. But again, I understand why you would want to have that restriction in there, because, you know, maturity. That's one of the things. We've encountered that here in our own community, right? Maturity. I agree with it. Teens are becoming a nuisance in flight sim community in general. Well, I don't know about nuisance. I don't want to use that word, because there are good ones, right? There are really, really good ones. And as flight sim has opened its arms to more people, and it's been more accessible via Xbox and now PlayStation, you're gonna bring in even younger people. Not even younger, but you're gonna bring in more younger people. And I like the diversity in ages. I really do. I like seeing, you know, it's great to have 20-year-olds here in stream. It's great to have, you know, 13, 14, 12-year-olds, whatever it be, in the stream as well. But it's also great to have, you know, older people in the stream as well. Elder, let's do that. Let's be polite. But there's that maturity factor. I think that does play a major role in flight simming. Have fun, but understand that if you're going to goof off and, you know, flip your plane upside down and stuff like that, that's not meant for VAT simming, you know. On a stream, you're watching, if you want to participate in a multiplayer stream with someone, you know, don't be doing barrel rolls in front of the plane and you know, trying to make yourself be known on the stream. Don't, you know, don't block runways and don't multi-take off on the runway, stuff like that. You know, respect the simmers. And I think it's the same thing we've seen, like, in racing sims, right? You have the maturity level in that. You have kids who are like, you know, I'm going to crash into a wall or crash into the drivers just because I want to go fast, and not understand that, you know, racing's not just about speed, it's also about executing the corners properly. They had some revealing stats on those that cause issues for them, so I think they consider options to protect the community. Teens are getting exposed to a lot of hardline and radical ideas, and they are learning to behave like they are entitled to a certain treatment. You know, and that could be a problem too. That could be a problem as well. You know, for the longest time, I remember when I first started working, first started working in the early 2000s. I didn't get respect as a, you know, 18-year-old. I did not get respect, and part of me felt like I deserved it because I was working just as hard as, you know, the you know, people in their 30s and 40s. I was working as hard, if not harder, than them. I was sweating more. I was moving more product, whatever it be. Like, I was doing the physical work, if not the same, sometimes better. And I always challenged myself to become better, to become faster at my job, to become more efficient at my job. And it wasn't because I was trying to get better than someone else. I wanted to be equal to, or not, if not more consistent. And I never got that. I never got the respect, but it didn't make me feel like I deserved it, right? It made me just, it pushed me more, pushed me harder to earn that respect. And eventually the respect came. I think I told this story before, but a friend and I, we worked at a grocery store. It was the first job I ever had. And we were both part-time. But we're working, we were scheduled 35, 40 hours a week. And he's a larger feller, so he struggled a little bit more. He was in a little bit more pain, and he's a little bit slower and whatnot, right? And I remember one day I was working really hard. I was going really fast, doing a bunch of things, and there were two of the coworkers who were probably in their 30s, late 30s, and they said to me, "Why are you working so hard? We got all day." I was like, "No, like, we gotta get this done, we gotta get that done, we gotta get this done." He's like, I'm naming off all the things. He's like, "Nah, man, we got all day. We get paid by the hour." In my head, I'm like, wait a second. These guys are getting more money than I am. These guys are getting more hours than I am. And yet I'm busting my butt, to ensure that our store is, to level it should be. And it didn't make me want to go slower. It made me want to go faster. It made me want to prove that this is why I'm going as fast as I am. This is why I'm trying as hard as I am. And my boss one day, so one day we looked at the schedule, my friend and I, and we both, we went from 35 hours down to 10 hours. And we're like, what the hell? Like, we need the hours. We came to work to make money, not to get 10 hours a week. And so two schedules were both like that. And he comes to me one day and he says, "How do you like your schedule?" And I said, "Well, I don't like it. Like, I want hours." And he's like, "Okay, well, the reason why I cut your hours was because you and your friend talk too much." And talking about me and him talking with each other too much. And I'm like, what? Now that ticked me off. That ticked me off because I'm like, I'm working harder than anyone else in the store, I feel. And yet because when I pass him, I'll say something, I got my hours cut. And he's like, "Okay, well, I'll get your hours back to where they are, but, this is a test to focus on work and do your job and not get distracted." And I was ticked off initially, and I told my friend, and he was ticked off as well. But I took it as a challenge. Okay, yeah, I'm going to work even harder now. And I got so good at my job that I got so many more compliments. I got promoted. In the short span of 8 months, I got promoted twice. I got to a new store. I got more responsibility, got more pay, all that stuff. But again, none of it was ever that I felt I was entitled because I'm an employee, that I should be getting equal pay or that I should be getting equal hours. It was a challenge for me, and I've kept that same kind of mindset throughout my working life. Is it fair? No. Should I have gotten, equal pay, equal hours? Probably. But would it have changed who I am today? Maybe. I might not have the same work ethic I have now. I get ticked off now when I hear that a coworker's making $1 less than I am, but yet I'm working harder than them. That stuff irritates me now. I'm like, okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Right?
Heavy, Chicago Center. Expect Lance 2, runway 32 right.
Expect Lance 2, runway 32 right. FlexLex 2718 heavy. 32 right. Is that a rear runway? Yeah, it is.
FlexLex 2718 heavy. Verify instruction.
Expect land 2, runway 32 right, FlexLex 2718 heavy.
Okay, 32 right. So we got a runway change that's going down here. I'll check chat in a second, sorry. 32 right, so runway 32 right. ILS approach. Star is going to stay the same. And transition is going to stay the same then too. So execute that, insert that. Alright, then over here to destination. No, approach. The winds are 360 at 10. 360. Enter. At 10. Enter. The temperature is a blistering 3. And the QNH is 30.36. Enter that. The minimums for our airport is 1181. Enter that. Alright, destination's been programmed. Cool. Top of descent is where? Must be right up there by Des Moines. Okay. Let's see what else we got going in chat. One phrase: be responsible and respectful. If you do online what you wouldn't do in real life, you have a problem and you will be treated accordingly. Agreed. However, that same phrase can be said on the phone. Because I used to work in a call center. And, oh, whoops. I forgot to put up, oh, I don't have flow working. Oh, hey, please. Guess what? Flow's working again. All right, cool. Let me update flow. Don't mind the nautical miles, it's broken. I used to work in call center, and people are very brave on the phone. They will call you all kinds of things on the phone. Now, people can be brave in person, too, depending on the situation, but people are very brave on the phone. I've been an old soul since I was 35 years old. And now I'm 40. Hey, we're the same age. I'm 36, but I feel like 50. I'm already retired. I'm ready to retire and wait for the sweet release of a living Jesus. P2. Gotta get you like a kumbaya moment. Nepal, go. Lex, are we doing another flight? If so, which airport? Yes. I don't know what the flight was, though. I get nervous about touching. Let me try it. Hope I don't break APL. So technically on APL I have Long Beach to Oakland next, but I might skip that one, and I think we're going to do Vegas to Sacramento. We don't do Sacramento very often. So Vegas to Sacramento I think is what we'll do next. So LAS to SMF. Lima Alpha Sierra going to Sierra Mike Foxtrot. I think that's going to be the next one. Like I said, I think I'm going to skip the next APL flight I have on here. I got very nervous on the phone. I can't talk on the phone to even hire a handyman. You get really nervous on the phone? Really? Can Sacramento handle a 350? I think so. I think it should be able to. It's got long runways. It should be able to. I don't get nervous on the phone. I get awkward on the phone, I guess. I just don't like talking on the phone. I don't like talking in person either. The fact that I can stream and be an introvert is wild. I think it's because I'm not really talking to someone else. Like I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing, the internet. I don't need social interaction. I'm very content with just kind of sitting, staring at the screen. Very content with that. Like where I work, I don't, if I can find a way to not have to interact with people and do what I do now, it'd be great. It'd be very difficult to do. Okay, so top of descent is saying right up here up at Des Moines. That's not a lot of distance to drop. That's not a lot of distance to drop. I'm going to end up vectoring off to the right. I'm guessing we have a disco here, right? Yeah, we have disco here, manual here. I'm going to clear out this one. And let's clear out this one too. Insert that. Does that change our top of descent? No, it's still right there. I don't know. That's pretty... It's like 70 nautical miles to drop. I guess that works, right? Why is flow automatically working? All of a sudden just working now. Huh. I don't know. I hired a guy to seal my driveway and he wanted to communicate over text. 5-star right away. I can agree with that. I can very much agree with that. How's our poll looking? 70% almost to 30%. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have lots of concerns with it. On the plus side, the return policy is very, very good. So something's wrong with it. I don't know. Lex, don't you ever want to fly outside the U.S.? I have problems with flying outside the U.S. I'm just a big idiot. Like, I don't know. Some of the European and Australian, New Zealand, all that stuff, all those airways make sense to me, but at some airports they don't. I get really confused at it. And then also some of the airports, some of the complex airports in like Europe, Germany especially, the holding points and the taxiways are so complex and big. Like here's what I don't understand. How can I understand O'Hare, but I can't understand Brussels or something like that, right? Or Belgium, you know, whatever. I can't understand any of these German airports. Like, I don't get it. My mind can't comprehend it. I struggle so much with it. But they make perfect sense because it's a SID to a star. And in the US, that doesn't always happen. Like, it's what's really nice about the European, especially the European airways, is that like it all is connected. It's like you're going on a train, right? There's a track. There's a virtual track in the sky, and you're following this from point A to point B, and it's all direct. Where the U.S. it's not. In the U.S. you'll end up at you'll end the star, and then sometimes get the vectors. Some of the stars will connect, but very few of them do. Very few ever do. You know, directly into the airport. But in Europe, I would say 90% of them probably do all connect. The whole route just connects. It's beautiful. It's work of art. P2, are you able to map a mouse for flow on the G502? Yeah, man, good question. That's a very good question. So I downloaded the Logitech hub, or whatever it's called, Game Hub or something. I downloaded that, and it worked instantly. Worked instantly. Gucci Bob. Let's see. Oh, look at you in the 350. How's the update? I've not tried it yet. Fly Guy Simmer, welcome in. I'm impressed so far. I'm very impressed. Now, I don't know if I can give it the fair test yet because Beyondatc traffic is broken. So with traffic, I'd like to see where the performance is. But as of right now, Auto FPS is giving it to 250, and that's a plus. So I think it might actually be. I don't know if I can say FENIX level yet in terms of optimization. But it is impressive. It is impressive. And you have that done via macro. See, I didn't do a macro. Let me show you what I did, P2. I don't know. You have the. I'm assuming you have the Logitech hub as well, right? Let me show you what I did. I didn't do macro. How the hell do you get over there to it? Close. Confirm. Okay. Okay, so what I did is over here, you can map it. So commands. You can, oh no, keys. That's what I did, keys. You can take a key and you can assign it. So all I did is I have this key, right? So I found a key. So like, let's say if I want to do like, I don't know. Well, I don't want to push a button. But let's say you want to do, you know, a comma or something like that. All you gotta do is drag it over and drop it on that key. So I just have a single key assigned for the button. You can do macros, of course. You can do, you know, control, whatever, this, that, and then set it for that. But I have it just set for a key, and that works really well. You know, so you just gotta find a key that Flight Sim doesn't use, or just to delete one. So like, I don't use a home button in Flight Sim, right? So you can just delete the home key binding in Flight Sim, and then use flow for home, right? And then set the macro, or not set the macro, but set the key. So then you go find home on here, and then drop it in there, bam, and done. That's what I did. I don't know if that's the right way or wrong way, but that's what I did, and it works out really well. So I have it set for that key. Top of descent's coming on up. Let's go ahead and put in our destination altitude of, let's see, 3,000. I'll put in the box. I feel like we're gonna be too high on this. Yes, I have G-Hub. What time are you landing? I'm setting the block time in New Sky and need the time. We are projected to land at 16:34. 16:34. So that's in about 20, I would say about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. That's my projection to land. And then I'm going to restart the sim, so I would say 35 minutes to be safe. To be safe. Let's see, yeah, I've been trying to take... I was trying to take to the skies earlier in Manchester, and noticed Beyondatc traffic not loading. I thought it was just me. Yeah, I thought it was Midway for some reason. But yeah, no, apparently it's a known issue right now. They said I had to fix, and then it was broken still. Let's see, how can I get as much performance? Mine is around 50. Yours is around 50 FPS, Barry? I do have a high-end system, so I do have a very high-end system. 5080, 14700K. Yeah. I use macro because I use, let's see, left shift plus. Okay, my flow, and I can't use single key. Oh, you can't use a single key. Okay, I use numpads for cameras and okay, yeah. See, if you had all the buttons I did P2, you wouldn't have this problem. What is the HUD above the screen? That is flow. That is flow. So hello, flow. That's this guy here, overlay. This is the stream overlay. What's really cool about it is I can see it too. So with Volanta, I can't see it, right? With Volanta, I couldn't see the top overlay. I haven't uninstalled Volanta yet, but I don't have it turned on anymore. I have it disabled to launch with Windows. I have nothing against Volanta, nothing at all. But for me, the only reason I used it, honestly, is for that overlay. So I'm probably gonna delete Volanta, because I like this a lot. The only thing I get nervous about having this on is I have an OLED monitor and I want to get it burning. But I only use it for the streams. I disable it for the streams. It'd be cool if you can customize the colors. I think you... can you? Let me see. Custom text. You can add custom boxes. Yeah, you can change the colors. Yeah, you can change all the colors here, so that's nice. Very customizable. That's the cool thing about Flow, is like everything is really, really customizable. Alright, let's start our descent. Okay, I'm setting off block time for 10:50 a.m. your time to leave the gate. Yeah, that should work out fine. I rarely fly in the US. Only time I fly with Lex on multiplayer. Really? Well, you normally do like in India and Canada, right? Is that normally where you do most of your flights, B2, huh? I need to do more. I've been saying this for so long. I need to do more international flying. That was the cool thing about being part of the FedEx career with APL, is that it gave me a lot more international flights. We did Mexico, we did Cuba, right? I think we had a South America flight in there as well. We had Japan. We had Italy, right? And I think London. There's just a lot more opportunities with FedEx, with the different routes in there. I was just starting to get bored of them. I made a big mistake going to Southwest. So I did apply for other airlines, but I made a big mistake going to Southwest. There's a reason why I don't have as many flights with Southwest. It's mostly West Coast flights, and I like to fly everywhere. Like, thankfully we have a Midwest flight now. I think I had one yesterday that was, no, that was, I don't remember what yesterday's flight was either. I want to say that was West Coast as well. But I really like flying all over the US, and so, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I applied for, like, America, I did the regulars, UPS and FedEx as well. They're just so tough to get into. Once you get into them, You need to stay with him. I understand why J. Russ now only has, like why he has 2 different APL profiles. One where he's like, okay, I'm happy with this airline, I'm gonna stick with it. And the other one where he can jump around a little bit. I do Canada, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia. Sorry, Cuba, Mexico, it's domestic. I mean, distance-wise. Well, yeah. It's, yeah. I understand what you're saying. It's technically international. Yeah, Vegas to Sacramento. Yep. Also Mideast. Oh, you do the Middle East as well? Interesting. I need to do more. I really do. There's so much of the world to explore, and I have not explored that much of it. I will say though, Volanta is really nice because you do get to see you get to see like the routes you done, right? That is nice. APL has the same thing, but that's doing every flight with APL. It'd be cool if Flight Sim had that same thing. Flight Sim doesn't, right? It doesn't have like a well, it has a logbook. I don't know if I haven't looked at the logbook really in 2024. 2020 had the logbook too, but it didn't. You can export it to other programs. Two profiles is something I've been thinking about. Shame that you need to buy 2. Yeah, it's weird that you have to buy 2. It's surprising you can't just have 2 different profiles. Even like the new upcoming program, Fly the Line, you can do multiple profiles. It is odd that you have to do 2 separate ones. That'd be something nice APL to add in. You're at Vegas now on our new multiplayer server. Perfect. I love flying BA routes, but it would be nice to keep that as my main career, then mix it up with other stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about, I don't know. I should have bought APL when it was on sale again. If anything, just to support them. I have a feeling that they're cooking up an APL 3, though. I have a feeling they're cooking up a Pilot's Life Chapter 3. I don't know what's going to be in it, though. Cabby records each flight and can dislodge on... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cabby also shows it as well. But that means you have to use Cabby in every flight. And, for example, when I was at FedEx, there's no need for Cabby because I was flying, cargo stuff. I thought about doing Cabby for this flight, and I forgot. Cabby had an update recently, too. Maybe I'll do it for the next flight, because I have a surprise... Well, it's not a surprise, but I have a idea on the next aircraft. Alright, 29,000 feet. I do feel like we're awfully high here. Let me see, what are we... I'm going to be at 14,000 at Lanka. And that's 30 now. Well, I guess it's plausible. It's all plausible. Passengers 2X is also going to implement a world map. Yeah, so I was looking at Passengers 2X as well. And I like a lot of the concepts about it. I really like that you can... It really is a lot more of building a career. It's very much like on air without the multiplayer aspect of it, right? I like that a lot. I really, really do. But the fact that it doesn't pull in real-world routes, and I understand why it doesn't, because that's not what the aspect of the program is, that is a bit of a turnoff for me. On the twist of that, though, is the ability to customize your own routes. The thing that's cool about APL is that you may fly routes that you never would have ever flown before. And I feel like if I'm going to make my own routes, I'm going to be flying the same routes over and over and over, right? So I don't know. I thought about Passenger 2X. I actually looked at it yesterday. I watched the trailer. I read more about it. And there's a lot of things I like about it. A lot. Alright, leave heading 225. 225. Okay. Dear cargo, please be strapped for landing. APL 3 would be good to see. You heard anything on... nothing on the lowdown. No, nothing at all. I know that APL 2 is done with. They're done developing for it. Now it's just in maintenance mode. And that leads me to believe they're working on a 3. That's all. It's just... I'm just thinking that they are. I have no inside information, nothing like that. I just have a feeling they are. I just don't know what they would add to it. Right? What can they add to it that would actually make people want to switch over from 2 to 3? It'd have to be a pretty big change. It'd have to be a very big change, and I don't know what else they can add, because it's really good. It's really good at what it does. I've really simplified the add-ons I use. No FS2 Crew or FSFO or Atmos. Yeah, I don't have Atmos anymore. But I don't have it installed. I have my FS2 Crew. Yeah, not FS2 Crew. Sorry, I have my FSFO. I love it. I need to buy the 737, the Pmdg 737 FSFO at some point to prepare for that. I don't have it for the 350 because I don't fly it enough. Only using APL2, Beyondatc TCA, and GSX for pushback. Yeah, apparently the Pro version of the Aerosoft pushback is supposed to be an update for that sometime next year. And typical Aerosoft, they'll give you updates when they're ready to, which I'm fine with that. But it'd be nice to know what they're going to fix. Are they going to fix the tug so it's visible? You know, like that's a big deal. And Jay Russ found this out. Like the free version of the pushback toolbar versus the Pro version, there's like virtually no differences. It's very, very minor. And is it actually worth the $15 or we pay for it? I don't think so. I don't think so. But to each their own. Okay, Omaha, we're expecting, well, we're on the approach already, so we shouldn't say approach, expecting. Okay, so airport information, needs that, and then we're going to need our runway, which is 3-2 right. This is one of the coolest features of this plane. Is just the tablet you can see it at all times, if you have an ultra-wide screen at least. Okay, so let's go to pinned. And now here we are on the approach. We're right there, thank you plane. And then we're landing runway 32 right. I think this is a paid where I have 32 right here. So we're gonna exit to the left here. That's a big runway strip, 8,500 feet. And then ILS 32 is right there. Okay. 18,000 feet. Let's go to standard pressure, or not standard pressure, no more altimeter. Altimeter is 30. What are we at? 3037. 37. Good. Grand. Alright, watching the speed. Looking good. Everything's looking good. I'm surprised. I thought we were going to come in too high. Peeps, check Discord pics and let me know, RJ says. The core of Passengers 2X is leaning towards creating your own business model, fair system, and see if you can make a profit. Yeah, that's what really intrigues me about it. I'm still considering it. Pulled the trigger on the G502. Oh, did you, Manhattan? Nice. Let me know how it is. Like I said, my only gripe about it, looking at the pictures, is that it looks gamey, right? It looks like a gamer's mouse, and I don't like it. I don't like gamers' mouse. I don't know why. Gamers keyboard and mice. I don't know why, but I don't like them. 230. We'll just maintain. Let autopilot do its thing. I think that should be good. Let's see what what RJ has in there. So the Missed Apex is their code name. And let's see what they have going on here.
Flex 2718 Heavy. Contact Omaha approach 120.1.
Contact Omaha approach. Flex 2718 Heavy.
Let's see, screenshots. Okay, where'd you put? Oh, here we go.
Omaha approach.
Okay,
Flex 2718
so we have this one here, this guy here.
We have Yankee on board.
We have this one here. I like it. I like the purple though. But this is nice. The teal has one. Missed Apex, I did reach out, and I'm assuming you're okay with it, but I did reach out to the developer, or sorry, the livery creator that we have. The livery creator we have for all the other liveries, and I sent them the pictures for the freighter version. So the Pmdg the Pmdg 777 freighter and the 200. And I asked him if he would be able to take the livery you made for the 350 and make that on the freighter. And he said no problem at all. So I'm hoping you're okay with that. But he said yeah, no problem. He could do the stripe and all that jazz too. So with your consent, we'll have that commissioned at some point down the road. I'm trying to hold off on doing it though, because like I said, once the 737 comes out, I'm gonna be flying the hell out of that plane all the time. Oh, that one is for the freighter. Oh, are you already working on the freighter version? Okay, I'll hold off on it. All right, landing lights are coming on. Takeoff lights, or taxi lights are coming on as well. We're passing 10,000 feet. Okay, so just do the 200. Gotcha. Okay, I know that's the 200 is what King Bob flies as well. So that'd be good. That'd be good. So you're working on a freighter version. That's cool. Okay, good with that. ,10,000 feet. Okay, watching the altitude now. Now is where I'm gonna get a little bit nervous. Heading 230 is what they wanted us, and we're on course of 229, so that's perfect. Okay, so we should be doing all right still. Should be doing just fine. Trying to figure out how to do something, so give me a moment here, folks. How does one do? All right, 9,000 feet, looking good there.
Turn left, heading 205, flex 2718 heavy.
205 on the headings. Let's go to heading mode. 205. Beep, beep, beep. All right, over to the left. Oh, 205. There we go. Traffic is broken at the moment. Yep, they're working on it. Traffic is not working with my Beyondatc. Yep, it's broken. Yeah, it looks really awesome. I like it. I like the teal. I personally even prefer the teal in the logo. Really? So you want to try the purple line? I want the purple line, personally, but whatever the community wants, of course, that's what it is. What do you mean, Jay? And logistics by the side or below Fly Lex. I like it below. I honestly like it below, but again, whatever the community wants. Whatever the community wants. And P2, I saw your message. I don't know how to do it. I'm struggling to find a way to do it. I don't remember how to do it. Alright, I gotta focus on this flight here. I'll look at it once we get in for landing again. I'm gonna have a conversation with him too, P2, so... 230.
Turn right, heading 230, flex 2718 heavy.
Alright, and I think we're doing alright on this approach. Again, we're gonna exit to the left on arrival. We're gonna be at 2800 at Beef. 3,100. I put in 3,000, so that should be fine. Speed's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm gonna go into approach phase. Slow us down here. Full flaps for the arrival. Flaps. Do we normally do full flaps with this plane? P2's not full hard set on anything with the livery. Okay. I think it looks great overall.
2,500.
2,500. Okay. Speed's coming back. I'm gonna readjust our vertical speed so we're not coming down too fast. Spoilers are armed. 290 on the heading.
2,000.
Alright, LS is on, approach is armed.
2,800 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 32 right, flex 2718 heavy.
Okay, there's localizer captured. Glide slope will be next. Can we do dark mode in this thing? It's really bright. Dark mode, there it is. Okay. Alright, we are 15 nautical miles out. I know I did the speed a little early, but I wasn't sure how much we'd slow down. I'd rather come in a little bit slower than come in way too hot. Black option for... Oh yeah, here's the other one. Okay. Alright, we have crappy visibility pretty much all the way into the ground here. Or to the ground. Into the ground. I don't think that's the word you want to use. Alright, localizer's looking good. Glide slope will be coming next. 13 nautical miles out. Well, that pole's changing a little bit. 65 to 35. Wow. It's getting tighter. It's getting tighter. We're going to keep it up for the entire stream. I don't think I've ever landed the 1,000. I don't think I've ever landed the 1,000, so this ought to be interesting. I really also just like this camera angle. I'm going to try this one.
Contact tower 132.
A little bit higher.
Flex 2718 heavy. Take care.
All right, 10 nautical miles out. Let's go flaps. One.
Omaha tower. Flex 2718 heavy. ILS runway 32 right.
Oh, I should have done the PTV, right? Dang.
Flex 2718 heavy, Omaha Tower. Wind tree 60 at 10. Runway 32 right, clear to land.
I keep forgetting this plane has that.
Runway 32 right, clear to land. Flex 2718 heavy.
All right, 9 nautical miles out. It's like big old flaps. Take forever to come down. Can barely see the ground there. Man, the livery's incredible. I'm not sure why I was so against this logo, but it looks really good. I guess it took me a while to actually realize it's an F. Right? Alright, localizer's coming next. We are just under 8 nautical miles out. Alright, glide slope's captured. Let's get gear down. Alright, let's get the yoke cam on, and yes, I am flying a yoke with an Airbus. Flaps 2. And we got cleared to land. Flaps 3. I like the sounds of the flaps of this plane.
1,000.
I always thought they were cool. 1,000 call checks. Full flaps out. Got a little bit of rain. Or snow. I think it's snow. Real pilots fly low yoke. Alright, hands on the throttle for the arrival. Actually, let's switch the map over real quick. Airport. Probably exiting Kilo. Alright, no runway in sight yet. I gotta remember, we got a big old plane here. We're not flying a little Airbus 319 or 737. This is just a big old dude. Oh my gosh. There's some crappy weather here. Winds are not too bad. They're 12 knots right now. 500 call. Okay, I see Pappies. And I see the threshold. Barely, but I see him. Alright, cool. Looking good, looking good. 400 call. AP's off my aircraft.
300. 100 above.
100 above.
Minimum.
Minimums, landing. Got a disagreement between Pappies and glide slope.
100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Idle.
5.
Touchdown. To 182. Jesus. Reversers. Welcome to Omaha. That was butter all over the place. Not bad for first time ever landing this plane. Slow us down. Slow us down. Alright, I think we can exit, well, we're gonna go all the way down to Kilo still.
Exit left at Kilo.
Yeah, that's where they want us. Not bad at all, folks. Alright, flaps going up. Boilers disarmed. And this is Kilo here. We're still on the runway, so we're gonna keep the landing lights on. I like the flap sound. Alright, runway lights off. So we just got taxi lights on. Let's fire up that EPU.
Flex 2718 heavy. Contact ground 121.9er. Take care.
Now they might, well, I don't have traffic, so I was gonna say they might be taking off 32 left, but there's no traffic, so we're just gonna cross, and we'll just find a gate to park at. I'm not worried about getting beyond ATC. There again, there's no traffic right now, so nicely done. Yeah, that was really good. Got a little wobbly there on the approach, a little wobbly, but nicely done. Alright, second flight is Vegas to Sacramento. Vegas to Sacramento. We have a Southwest plane there. Is that traffic? That might be traffic. No, that's not traffic. That's a static. This is a Southwest route, technically. It'd be nice if Beyond ATC traffic's working for the next flight. It's so quiet without traffic. If it's not, then I'll turn on Cabby. At least we'll have Cabby going. This plane is always wobbly. Alright, we're gonna park right here. This probably is not where we're supposed to park, but I also don't think this plane comes into Omaha. Pretty sure it doesn't. Look, it's like taller than the freaking terminal. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Alright, parking brake is set over here to the left-hand side. Let's go to ground. And Chalk's GPU is connected at the top. External power is auto. GPU is available, or APU is available, sorry. And That should all be good to go. Off there, cool. Let's go on down here, and engine 1, 2 are turned off. That's a very good flight. Let's turn off flow for now. Okay, let's see what our scores are, shall we? So our first one is New Sky. And we had a 10. Fantastic, I like it. So you can see our... Why does it say only touchdown? Doesn't have our... Oh yeah, 182. Okay, never mind. So 182 on the touchdown, very, very nice. And then with APL... P2's ready at Vegas. APL, we had 100 as well. Fantastic. 2 very, very good flights indeed. Alright, we're going to head over to Vegas next, but we're going to restart the sim. I'm going to restart the sim because I don't trust flow now. So for those who want to join us, come join us. We're Vegas to Sacramento. Vegas to Sacramento. Alright, restart the sim. Let's get some jams going here while the sim's restarting. I'm also going to step away while the sim's restarting. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So, the next flight, we're going to take the Pmdg 737-700 on a flight, because it kind of sort of works in 2024. So we're going to have to spawn on the runway. So we're going to spawn, they're going to break the cardinal rule of flight simming. So let's let that do its thing. All right, we have APL firing on up there. We'll get New Sky going as well. And we're going to be departing in the 737-700. And let's get the SimBrief profile going as well. Let's see if it all loads how it's supposed to. No WASM crashes. Lovely. And now I have a profile set up that I like to use. So I can go down here, go to load aircraft, and we can go over to, I just call it test, activate. And there we go. Now we can slew on over to where we need to go, which is gates over here. Okay, there we go. And let's see, 737. We're going to be doing economy. Get that going. Pause the music. Beyondatc will be next. Crew left to flight level 380 on this flight. Okay, Beyondatc's connecting. Irishman hasn't yelled at me yet because he doesn't know that I added in the 700 into New Sky. And then Sacramento. 737, 700. I'll get rid of it eventually. And then book that. Alright, New Sky is doing its thing, waiting for traffic. It looks like traffic's still broken, though. Oh no, slew. My eyes! My eyes! Are you wanting the Moza Yoke now? Well, here's the thing. I can get it now. I can go grab it in an hour. That's the thing. That's the thing, Jay. That's the thing. Okay, so I need to get Mobiflight connected for this profile. So let me do that real quick. Moby, 737. The thing is, I also have the extended warranty with this thing, with this current yoke, so I can, you know, I can trade it in. Okay, I think we're ready. And I think traffic might be working now. I didn't get the error message. I don't see any traffic. Oh, we might have traffic there. Okay, so let's think. First thing is first. Let's go up here to the top panel. Let's go to nav. And then let's get some heat rolling up in this plane. And then let's go down here. Let's get some lights cooking. And then APU is already available. Seatbelt sign on. Hydraulic pumps I just do right away, and yaw damper as well. Over here to the left-hand side, let's go to electronic flight flag, request a flight plan. It's going to bring it on in. This is an issue, it flickers, that's fine. And then let's go down here and go to FMC, position in it. Let's grab that GPS. Drop it in here, go to route, and request the flight plan. And set our payload, set our fuel, and select our route. Sim crash now. Oh, no way. Man, said grab it, then do another stream with it. Let's see, which server are you playing on? I don't want to say it on stream. I don't want to say it on stream. Sorry. We had some situations come up, so I'm trying to avoid some issues. So you may or may not want it, but because it's accessible, you may get it. I'm so nervous about getting it, though. There's so many variables with it. What are we expecting for runway 1 right? Oh, cool. Perfect 8. Okay, let's see. So we're waiting for that to fully activate. The sim crashed, huh, P2? Oh my gosh. Okay, so 1 right runway. Activate, execute. Performance, let's go and request it. This isn't always right, though. Kind of like the, what plane was it? It's the 737, right? No, sorry, 777. 777 doesn't always pull in the correct information either. Like I was saying, the thing is, I have the extended warranty on this current Thrustmaster one, but the thing is, if I do, then I won't, and if I don't like it, then I gotta go buy it again. Okay, so flight level 38. I don't know, there's so many decisions to be made. It's very difficult life, you know that? Life is just very difficult. All right, let's go to performance information. We'll grab that over here. Go to performance tool. We're expecting runway 1 right at this moment. We'll see what happens. And temperature is 46. takeoff, flaps 5, CG, and then V1, VR, and V2. Departure, let's go ahead and get Beyondatc now, shadowy. Las Vegas clearance. Hello from Southwest 3419. We're ready for clearance to Sacramento. Manhattan's landing. These issues need to understand that actions have consequences, like spamming Discord with 10 to 15 posts over the same thing. Is that happening again? 3561. Is that happening again, Jay? So climb via the SID. I'm gonna put in 3H.
Cleared to Sacramento. Joker
1
5
1
departure.
runway 1
Mechanical
right.
transition,
All right, cool.
VIN is filed.
Via the Joker
Climb
5.
via SID. Departure frequency
Kino
133.9
transition.
or 5.
On the arrival, we're expecting in Sacramento, runway 17 right. Are you loading back in, P2? And the Slumber 5 via Donner. Donner and Blitzen. Alright, we got that all set in the box there. Perfect. Clear out that error message. Go to FMC in it. And N1 takeoff.
Have a good one.
Okay, V-speeds are good. Okay. And then altimeter is checked and set. We have APU, so we can go fuel pumps on. And swing over here to left. Nope, actually we're going to go down here to the bottom. And we're going to go to, this is what I was trying to do earlier, menu. And then we're going to go to FMS actions, ground. Remove the chocks. Okay, good. And Las Vegas ground, Southwest 3419, ready for pushback and engine start. Yeah, let me know if that's still going on, P2. Alright, sorry, J. Russ.
Southwest 3419, Las Vegas ground.
Hello, Flo, how are you? Let's bring up our overlay. And then I'm going to manually adjust overlay so we have the correct distance at the top up there. So LAS, and we're going to Sacramento, SMF, and aircraft is the B7, whoops, 737, whoops, oh Jesus, why isn't it going over? 737, okay, that's all set, and 345 nautical miles, that's a long haul for sure. Let's go and get our pushback tool. The free one from flightsim.to, by the way. And we're going to be pushing back and facing the east. The east is the way to go. Where's the line? Here's the line. So I guess we can probably go all the way over here, huh? All right. And request a pushback and hold. Pushback is commencing up here at the top. Let's go to APU bleed on ground. Engine number 2 is firing on up. And this one, unlike the iFly, or the Max I should say, this one spools up significantly faster, so keep an eye on that down here at the bottom. There it is. And number 2. P2 says he doesn't see me in multiplayer. I'm definitely a multiplayer. So we got Midlife Rex is over here on the left of us. There's a plane there. There's a plane over here. So P2, remember we have we're on the other server. P2 says it's happening, okay.
Southwest 1277 at gate Charlie 25 request pushback and engine start.
Alright, up here at the top.
Southwest 1277,
engine number 1.
Las Vegas ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Southwest 1277.
Alright, and then down here, let's go ahead and introduce fuel. And I didn't do the clock. Bad pilot. Flaps 5. So one thing that doesn't quite work with this plane so far is the way I have my Moza flaps set up. P2's on the other server. Not sure what's going on, P2. Multiplayer is just, you know. Yeah, still 24. Still 24. All right, there's P2. I see P2. Well, I don't see your plane, but I see your name tag. Okay, let's get the webcam on. Alright, pushback is good. Las Vegas ground, Southwest 3419, ready to taxi to the active. Up here at the top, we're going to go Gens, Gen, continuous, leads off, packs are auto. We'll bring this guy up to strobe.
Runway 1 right taxi via Bravo.
Okay,
6
that's all
Bravo,
good.
Delta.
That's all good.
Hold short runway 26
Taxi
right,
lights
Southwest
on.
3419.
Alright, let's just verify we have New Sky good, New Sky's good, and APL is good as well. Okay, we're taxiing via Bravo 2, Bravo, Delta 26 right hold. Alright, Bravo 6. I always can't find Bravo 6. I don't know why. So traffic's working again. Cool. Happy to see that. I have these cute little donuts. Look at this. This little... Oh, where's the camera? Look at that little donut. That little guy. Bought these at Aldi. Great. It's the little things in life. Okay, there's Bravo 7, so Bravo 6 should be here. Yeah, there's P2. But you can't see me? I can see you. Can you see me? Every time I say that, all I think about is in Star Wars. In one of the last movies. It was Oscar Isaac's character. He was talking to the other guy and he's like, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Alright, this was Bravo 6 going. We're taking Bravo. I can't see you or any traffic. Or any traffic. Oh, do you have, did it reset? Oh, what was this? Alright, Southwest, go ahead. See, Southwest always in a hurry. Do you have the traffic turned on? The, what's it called? Aircraft traffic? Do you have that turned on in the settings? Maybe that changed. Maybe it changed with the last sim update. The hotfix, I guess, would be.
Southwest 3419, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic. Southwest 3419.
Hold position for traffic a little late. A little bit late there, Beyondatc.
Skywest 3967, Las Vegas ground, pushback approved. Face south. Pushback and engine start approved, face south. Skywest 3967.
What setting? I'll show you when we're holding short. I'll show you. Because there's like airport traffic, or what's it say? There's like characters, airport, and then there's traffic. I think there's just 3 of them. I do the bottom one, whatever the bottom one is. I think it's the bottom one. I was showing it to who was it? On the last stream, I was showing it to someone. Who the heck was I showing that to last time? Maybe like Rex is they're going in the grass a little bit, taking a detour.
Right at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta.
Cross runway 26 right at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Southwest 1277.
Alright, Southwest is holding up there, runway 26 right.
Southwest 3419, continue taxi.
Well, we're continuing either way.
Continue
We didn't
taxi.
hold.
Southwest 3419.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice being back in the Boeing 737. Even though this is not the 2024 version. It performs just as good. You can't turn Terror on. That's fine. Or TCAS on. You can't turn TCAS on. That's fine.
Southwest 1277.
I'm going to hold here at 26 right.
118.75.
And then you saw the blinking on the EFB.
Contact tower 11.
And then you have to spawn on the runway, and then, you know, you saw what I did. I already have a profile set up, so just go over to wherever.
Southwest 3419, cross runway 26 right at Delta.
I know you can set it up so that you spawn on the runway and it loads the profile you want, but I've had problems with that consistently working, so this is just a minor inconvenience. We get Vesper Way. They're in the Beechcraft 24 Sierra. Ooh, the Sierra. Tell you what, man, it's nice having traffic back. One flight without traffic and I was lost. They're holding for someone. We're about to run them over. We got our monster truck wheels here.
Southwest 3419. Contact Las Vegas Tower 118.75.
Contact Tower 118.75, Southwest 3419. Take care.
It's also good to fly during the day again. My current work schedule, I'm flying more at night, real time, you know, in the sim. Excuse me. And it's just so dark all the time. I don't like messing with the time. I'm so against it. Alright, P2, let me show you where that setting is real quick. I gotta make it fast though, because I don't know if you in the menu too long with APL, you get dinged. Alright, let's go to settings. Alright, so in graphics, go to global rendering, go all the way down here to the bottom, and the only one I have turned on is this one here. Aircraft traffic quantity. Have that in ultra. Everything else I have off. So services is off, characters is off, parked is off, but I have aircraft traffic quantity ultra. Hopefully that helped you. Okay.
Southwest 1277. Contact Las Vegas departure.
Contact Las Vegas departure. Southwest 1277. Take care.
Take care. Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 3419, ready to go runway 1 right. Alright, landing lights are on.
3419. Runway 01 right. Line up and wait.
01 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
Midlife is back. Got the backup sounds going. Beep, beep, beep. Whoa. Almost did a wheelie.
Southwest 3419, Las Vegas Tower. Wind calm. Fly heading 280, runway 1 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Alright, heading 280.
Fly heading 280, runway 1 right. Cleared for takeoff, Southwest 3419.
Alright, throttle's coming up. 60%, Toga. Winds are calm.
Exit right at Mike.
Exit right at Mike. Spirit Wings 2523.
We're on the opposite runways.
1798, Las Vegas Tower. Continue.
That's definitely not the ATR. Like a rocket ship. Positive rate, gear up. Alright, 200 on the heading. Let's go LNAV, VNAV.
Southwest 3419. Contact Las Vegas departure.
Contact Las Vegas departure, Southwest 3419.
Flaps going up.
Las Vegas departure, Southwest 3419. Climbing via Joker 5.
Watch the speed, watch the speed.
3,500 feet.
Southwest 3419. Las Vegas departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Bessie. Resume the Joker 5.
Alright, direct to Betsy.
Cleared direct Bessie. Resume
Or
the
Bessie,
Joker
I guess it
5.
is. Bessie.
Southwest 3419.
Flaps 1. I could have turned a lot tighter, but I have not yet. It's one of my flaws I have with flying is I don't make a tight enough turn. Too gentle. All right, full flaps up. Very good departure out of Vegas. Trimming down. All right, getting on course. Looking good. All right, here we come up 9,000 feet. I'll go AP on in just a second here. Just get the plane stabilized. Trying to stabilize it. Jesus. All right, AP's on. Webcam's off. Landing lights are next to come off. 10,100. Any lights, taxi lights are off. Let's go and verify that. Off and off. Good. Oh, APU is still on. Turn that off. This is why I like. This is why I miss FSFO with this aircraft. I've gotten so used to having it. Okay, very, very good. JRUS says front, side, top, back. What? We are on opposite runways. That's what P2 said earlier. Where's P2 at? There's P2 right below us. In his virtual plane. Oh, I think I can see it now, P2. Yeah, I can see your plane. Oh, I was able to see it earlier, actually. You just hit, you can't see me. The last time we did a multiplayer flight and someone was in the 350, they like went way past us, didn't they? I don't remember who that was, but went way, way past us. All right, 13,000 feet, looking good.
Vegas departure. Sky was 3967. Climbing via radar 2, 2,700 feet. Sky West 3967. Las Vegas departure. Good morning. Radar contact. Clear direct Bessie. Resume the radar 2. Clear direct Bessie. Resume the radar 2. Sky was 3967. Southwest 3419. Contact Los Angeles Center 24625. Have a good one.
Center on 24625, Southwest 3419. Los Angeles Center, Southwest 3419. Good morning. Climbing via Joker 5, 17,300.
Southwest 3419, Los Angeles Center. Climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Southwest 3419.
All right. Autopilot on, I'm back. Thanks for the tip. Okay, cool. You can see me again? Let's see, I see you and Apex. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So with Flow, you can change the colors. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can change how much customization we can do here. So We saw in the overlay that we can do stuff here. Oh, you gotta know the codes though. I don't know color codes. That's too much work, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna mess with the oh, I gotta do standard pressure. See? I missed my FSFO. I'll probably buy it after the stream. I will probably buy it after this stream. How's our poll looking? 65% to 35%. 34 votes in. Jesus, folks. I don't know. So we're gonna do some Google searching here, and see what we can find with people's comments. So this is from 4 months ago. This is from 4 months ago. Here's the thing. So, okay, so they're saying the base is awesome, worth the money, the force feedback system works well, adding the realism and experience of flight simming is easy. The software is easy to use. The full review. Here we go. About a month ago, I asked if force feedback was worth it over standard spring yoke. The overwhelming majority support the idea and the force feedback was worth it if you can afford it. With that advice, I purchased a new Moza yoke. The background: he's a private pilot with experience flying GA aircrafts from Cessna 172, 82s, the Vans, the Comanche, and the Piper. He's flown in simulation for over 15 years, started with Flight Sim X, and then moved over to X-Plane 9, 10, 11, and now X-Plane 12. His system, it's a mid-range system, I would say, right? X-Plane 12 is the simulator, Honeycomb Bravo, Honeycomb Charlie, and the Moza yoke. Here's the first impressions to start. I know this yoke has a very high demand, or has been in high demand. He pre-ordered it in the US, got it pretty quickly. Disk space has been a premium for me, from college dorms to apartments. Recently upgraded my desk to a semi-permanent system. So we received the yoke a few weeks back. The base yoke are separate. Everything is well packaged. To get the yoke set up and running, you need to install the Moza cockpit software. Lots of profiles. And okay, here we go. Feeling of feedback. So feeling the yoke respond and move is awesome. Feeling it from heavy elevator while parked to the vibration on the engine after start. Enhance the experience before you begin to move. Once you start your takeoff and roll, you can feel the control surfaces get lighter and increase airflow, which feels the force on the ailerons as they are now contending with the air resistance. If you get too aggressive in the climb, you'll feel the yoke buffet as you approach a stall. Once in cruise, you can feel the trim of the aircraft. If you're more of an autopilot person, the yoke follows the movements of the autopilot servos, slowing it down, or for landing, you feel the flaps, gear, speed brakes, etc. Just like every other aircraft, or just every phase of flight, you feel the wheels touch the ground and momentum of the aircraft and flight controls. Until experience force feedback, you forget how much the actual flying experience you miss on the simulator. Programmers have tried to replicate these feelings. Closing thoughts say, I have flown more time on the simulator the last few weeks than I have in years. This yoke makes it much more fun. As for the most recent software updates, I have no complaints about the yoke or feedback system. The feeling is both great in terms of materials and build quality. So the pros are excellent force feedback, high quality build, easy to use, very specific for the aircraft customization, good value for the feedback. The cons: yoke and base are sold separately, only yoke style now. Cheaper than other force feedback setups, but expensive. Not ideal for compact desk setups, and semi-permanent, and is likely semi-permanent. Auto switching for aircraft profiles is still needs improvement. So So we had one for 3.5 months now, and I find it quite overwhelming being someone that's never flown an aircraft in real life. I just don't know what to do with as for the feeling, if it's correct or not. I'm kind of jealous because there's the way you put it so seamlessly in the software, it's easy to use.
November 739 Whiskey X-ray. Contact Los Angeles Center 132.5.
Contact Los Angeles Center 132.5, November 739 Whiskey X-ray.
November 65192 Los Angeles Center. Amendment to your route advised, ready to copy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Affirmative, ready to copy, November 65192.
Alright, 34,000 feet, climbing up to 380. Jay says Lex is doing an exchange this afternoon. Peachy's gonna be right back. And Barry's back. One back, Barry. Barry, we're on our way to Sacramento in the Pmdg 737-700 Flight Sim 2024.
Contact Las Vegas approach, Southwest 2061.
Again, the issue goes down to, well, there's a couple issues. One is the concern, right? Longevity. Number two, the issue is I had just bought this one. And number three is it's really big.
Expect OC tree, runway 20 right.
Expect OC tree, runway 20 right, November 157 Tango Whiskey.
Southwest 1277. Contact Los Angeles Center 128.15.
Center on 128.15, Southwest 1277.
Los Angeles Center, Skyway 3967. Climbing the Raider 2, 16,000. Skywest 3967. Los Angeles Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 240. Climb and maintain flight level 240, Skywest 3967. November 157 Tango Whiskey. Contact John Wayne Orange County approach 122.905. See you.
Contact John Wayne Orange County approach, November 157 Tango Whiskey, see you.
Okay.
UPS 9 or 18 Heavy, Los Angeles Center. Expect Jackie 2.
Flight level 380 looking good. We're expecting runway 17 right, and our ETA currently is set at what? How do you get ETA in this plane? Progress 1814. 1814. So just under an hour of flight time remaining. We got P2 down below there, and where's Rex? There's Rex. Man, this sim is so gorgeous. Look at that. Freaking incredible looking. So I had talked before about there being some issues I had with some titles with HDR, and mostly it goes around frame gen. And the two titles in question have been Unreal Engine titles, right? And that is, the first one is
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 31.
shoot, what's it called? Outer Worlds 2. So I've been playing Outer Worlds 2, but I had HDR on, frame gen on, right? And I was experiencing kind of like weird graphical. Okay, so when I should be getting 100 FPS, I was getting the FPS, but it was like kind of, I could see the frames kind of generating, the fake frames. You turn off frame gen, it goes away, but then the FPS tanks. Okay, if you turn off HDR, it's perfectly smooth, everything's great. Frame gen's good, HDR was the problem. So I did the same thing with, oh shoot, what's it called? With Avowed, which is from Obsidian as well. Uses the Unreal Engine. And I noticed last time I was playing Avowed, which was months ago, when I played my first through, I was having similar issues, but I just dealt with it and went through it. Turned off HDR, everything's solved. So it seems to be HDR in games that have at least the Unreal Engine causes issues. I also did turn off HDR in Flight Sim, and it does seem to have helped a little bit as well, which does kind of suck, because HDR in Flight Sim is really nice. It does enhance some of the things. It's not like a must-have. Having OLED alone is just fine, but so if you are having issues with frame gen and HDR, try turning off HDR in the game. Keep it on in Windows, but keep it off in the game, and it might fix some of the issues you may have been having. Fly Guy Sim says, wait, I went for dinner, then came back, and I see you have a 737. This is Msfs, or you get no, not pre-release. Nope, this is the Msfs version. It's a 2020 version. So this is the one where you have to slew. You have to load into the sim on a runway, and then you have to slew on over to the gate. Yeah, this isn't. I'm not trying to trick the internet to try to get clickbaits. This is 737-700. We're all still waiting for it to show up in Flight Sim 2024. Eventually it will. I'm gonna go with like Irishman was saying that he thinks it's gonna be next year. Yeah, he's thinking it's going to be next year. I think it might be as well. I think, you know, I saw a little bit chatting in Discord this morning, and from King Bob and from P2, both in software development, and they both kind of said the same thing, which is when you get close to the end of the year here, you start to limit your limit pushing out products because the support's not there. People are going to be on, you know, holiday, vacation, all that kind of jazz, right? So I think that could be the case when it comes to the 737. I wouldn't be surprised now if we don't see it until next year. Yeah, most software developers are pushing last updates out so they can go on holiday until January. If it doesn't come out, I would say by mid next week, and we're probably not going to see it until after the holiday. And you know, the thing is, I ranted on the last stream about it, but like, all I ask is give us a little bit of communication, a little bit more communication. They're so vague with their info. You know, we'll let you know when it's ready. When it's ready, it's ready. I don't care about that. I want to know. You never gave a date to begin with. Okay, I understand that, but now you've given pre-release access to content creators. What, 2 weeks almost now? Is that what it's been? Again, they have not ever given us a date, but that's a long time to give select content creators access to a plane that no one else can use. That's a very long time without any kind of, well, you know. And then they had said by the end of the year, the plan was by the end of the year, all 3 variants to be out by the end of the year. So all we're asking for now is what the delay is, why the delay, what are they working on specifically, not like, oh, paint job or interior or exterior. I want more detail, right? What exactly is the issue? And are we not expecting it this year now? That's it. If they just came out and said, hey, Al, we're going to be pushing out, you know, next year. It'll be out in January sometime. Cool. Good. Grand. I'm happy. We have a date. I don't have to sit here and wait for it to come out or keep checking their Discord or nothing like that, right? But then we know it's done, right? And then we'll start again in January, but at least we'll have a few weeks where it can be like, all right, it's not coming out this year, it's not coming out this year. It is what it is, right? FENIX pushed out their update a while back ago saying, you know, that they're not bringing the Neos out this year. Great, that's all we want to hear. We want some dates. We don't want even an actual date. We just want a time frame. And the last time frame you're saying is by the end of the year. Well, that's clock is ticking real fast here. 16 days is not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. Especially with everyone concerned about the holiday season and stuff like that, right? PMG just said, quiet piggy. For us, complained about it. Oh, geez. Again, I'm not asking for an actual date itself. I'm not saying, like, I don't want, you know, it's going to be out December 27th, 2025. I don't care about the actual date. All I ask is a little bit more transparency. A little bit more transparency about what's going on. We all are eager to, well, not all of us, but a lot of us are eager to fly it and want to fly it. And we are planning, you know, some people are planning vacations and, you know, time off and stuff like that around it. Some people are, truly. If I had known, I would be able to, but I would have tried. Certainly would have tried. We just need a little bit more communication. That's all. And I'm in their Discord often, reading, creeping, right, lurking, and you know, the mods are doing the best job they can. I understand that. And I know they're frustrated too, and hearing the same question over and over and over. And they're doing, you know, they're saying the same thing, which is, you know, well, they've made communication. They've said words, but not enough to give us what we're looking for. Again, we're not looking for an actual date. We're just looking at, is the timeline changed? Has the timeline changed? That's all. That's all. I'm off from work from the 24th to the 31st. Got to get the 350 type rating on New Sky. Oh, you better. I've had my thoughts. It dropped for Christmas, given the streamers had it for over a week now. RJC like sent you an update on the A350K livery. Notice some issues when zooming out. Gotcha. I'll update it in the. I saw the email just come through. I'll email it, or I'll email it. I'll update it in the drive here.
Southwest 3419. Contact Oakland Center 125.75. Have a good
Ooh,
morning.
New York just got 3 inches of snow. Wonder if King Bob and Master Copy got it.
Southwest 3419.
All right, top of descent is right up there. Let's start preparing for runway 17 right. What runway did you get? P2.
Southwest 3419. Oakland Center. Copy.
All right, 168 on the course. $168 on the course, and minimums are 225. 225. It's nice having a scroll wheel that works again. Okay, why did Boeing, this is a Boeing issue, why did they move the auto brake here? So in the 737 it's up here, in the NGs it's up here, right? But in the Max it's down here, right? And it's down here in the Max. Why'd they do that? I don't understand. I like it up here. I feel like this is better for the pilot, easier access. Well, maybe not. They gotta reach forward instead of just reaching down. Maybe it is better for the pilots. For the simmers it's not. For the simmers it's not at all. Okay, and then radios are 11-1. 1111, enter. 1111, enter. Okay, got that, and then we're gonna drop down to what? 4,000 feet. All right, 4,000 feet in the box, looking good. All right, top of descent's in about 80 nautical miles. Yeah, this is the NG, just realized, yeah. Because Boeing. Airbus is so standard across the board. Yeah, that's the thing, Airbuses look all the same, which is good for the pilots, not great for the simmers. Well, I guess it could be great for the simmers too. But that's the reason why I like jumping in different planes, is the cockpits are a little different. It's a little bit more challenging, I feel, to like figure out where all the placements are. Now the 350 is a lot different than the 320. But like, I don't know. The 777 is similar looking to the 737, probably the MAX, right? It's not the same, of course. It's not like 380 and the 320. But let's see. I'm trying to think. The 727 obviously is a lot different. Well, the older 727 is different. The newer 727, the retro versions, the supers, they're pretty close to 737s. I don't remember what the 747s or 75s, but I want to say those look fairly similar to this as well. I think Boeing's are pretty similar. There's those changes. There's P2 speeding ahead of us, race demon.
Southwest 3419.
Oh, runway change.
Center.
After I got all that stuff in there.
Runway 35 left.
We'll expect Slumber 5, runway 35 left, Southwest 3419. Just after I entered all the stuff in.
Southwest 3419. Verify instruction.
I did. We'll expect Slumber 1, runway 35 left, Southwest 3419. There we go. Alright.
Oakland Center, Skywest 3366, flight level 340.
I was gonna wait to put in the information too, and then...
Skywest 3366.
Of course I didn't.
Oakland Center.
Alright, 35 left. The radial is the same, but the heading's changed. The course has changed, so 348. Oops, way too far. What the hell am I doing? 348. Alright, course is in there, and the minimum is still 224. Oh, 224. 224. Alright, that's all we got to change. Cool. I got 35 right, not sure why you got 35 left. Yeah, what the heck?
Oakland Center. Expect Slimmer 5, runway 35 left.
Oh, someone else got 35 left as well.
Runway 35 left, Southwest
That's weird.
1231.
I wonder why Beyondatc does that. Beyondatc does that. Alright, 35 left. So we're going to exit to the right on landing. The gate, and the terminal's right there. Concourse B. Bravo is right there. Oh, lost multiplayer. Okay, I know it's way too early to even think about this, right? It's way too early to even think about this. What's our thoughts on the next flight sim? Let's just say 2028. What do you think is going to happen with that sim? Also, I saw this come across Discord, or no, Reddit. But for the very first time, it seems like 2024 is outdoing 2020 on Steam. So here, right now, we have 5,400 pilots in Flight Sim 2020 on Steam. 5,400 with a 77 rating. $29. So that's what, 500 more pilots in 2024 right now than in 2020. That's impressive. I thought you were able to combine. Couldn't you like compare? All right, let's compare these two games. Look at this. So you see the top line here is 2020. So look at this. Day one release, right, is when just barely, day one, and then it just kind of after that point, it just never could get close to it. Look at that. That's like 3,500 players difference. And look at this. Look at the difference right here. 4,000 difference in April. That's crazy. And then slowly started making progress here. At about right here. Well, that looks like it's pretty stable. right around here, I think, is where it started to make the improvements, getting tighter and tighter and tighter, right? So here it was like 1,000, 1,000. That's a little difference. And then for the first time, now if we look at the last month, look at this. Look how tight it is now. Throughout all this right here, and then bam, for the very first time on December 8th. Was that the release of Sim Update 4? December 8th, it hasn't gone back. It's completely swapped over. By just a fraction. Just a fraction. You know, 400 to 600 players difference each day. Just a fraction, but that one day, Sim Update 4 must have came out on that day. That's really cool. It's good to see Asoba finally get there with Sim Update 4 of Flight Sim. P2 says he's not buying Flight Sim 28. I'm thinking 2024 will last more than 4 years. Now check X-Plane 12. Oh, X-Plane 12, yeah. Yeah, let's compare those. let's compare those ones. All right, let's go to X-Plane. Oops. X-Plane. We'll do 11 and 12.
November 71 Sierra Yankee, Oakland Center, radar contact.
All right, add that in there, and then let's do Flight Sim. We'll do 24 since that's what we're comparing right now. All right, let's compare those 3 games. So the top one is Flight Sim. The bottom one is X-Plane. Even in the bad days of Flight Sim 2024, it still had over 4,000, pretty much over 4,000 players in the past year. And then if you look closer, so let's look at the last 3 months. X-Plane 12 has about 300 or so more pilots. 300 or so more pilots in the last month. Look at the difference. 3,000 more pilots in 2024. And X-Plane 12 is beating out X-Plane 11 by 400. It's crazy to think how X-Plane is still around with that small of a pilot. Like, where's the... Are they making money? Like, I want them to succeed because we need competition, but are they making money? Like, I don't know where they're making their money from. I guess I know they do sell, they contract, or they're certified, right, in some of the sims, so I guess they're making their money from that. But man, I don't know. I don't know how the future is gonna be for X-Plane. I truly don't know. Like, we need the competition to be there, and I don't know what they can do to get... I don't know what they can do to bring the user base in. I think Flight Sim 2024 is more user-friendly. I think it's built like a game. So the menus are a lot more user-friendly. Obviously, the Xbox factor is huge. Is very, very big. Even if Xbox isn't, you know, the best console in terms of the 3 of them out there now, it obviously gives them an edge. And then being on PlayStation now is really huge. Again, I still think at the end of the day, Asobo's plan is to get people converted from console to PC. That's what I feel their plan is. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel their plan is. And we have no idea what the Xbox numbers are. We have no idea what those numbers are, or the PlayStation numbers yet. We have no idea. So we're talking, whatever, what did we see? 5,000 or so pilots on Steam right now? So if I had to guess, I'm guessing there's at least another 5,000 on Xbox, at the minimum 5,000. You know, and we're talking small numbers compared to, you know, the world of Fortnite or Call of Duty or something like that, right? Tiny market. But that's a really big amount of people doing a sim, right? That's why add-ons cost hundreds. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know what X-Plane can do to innovate. other than graphics, I know they've done some work with graphics, with the clouds, with the water, right? They would have to do what Microsoft did. You know, I feel with the ground stuff, they'd have to find a way to do that. They'd have to find a way to do better multiplayer. Again, I haven't tried X-Plane since X-Plane 11, or is it 10? I guess it was 10. Probably is the one I own. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think that Flight Sim is now just more accessible to people, and it's gonna be really hard to take them down. And it's good to have the access now, because it might mean that the hobby is actually going to last longer, at least from Microsoft standpoint. That must mean it obviously bringing it over to PlayStation means that they have revenue coming in, and it's enough revenue to keep them afloat. Because Microsoft's pretty good about killing off software that's not making money, right? So, I think they're making money, and that's what we're gonna see. That's how we're gonna see the future of flight simming. Whether it's better or worse, you know, will be determined. But we know that Asobo is very passionate about the product. Gorg is very passionate about the product, and Microsoft seems to be, at least at the time, committed to flight simming. That's good. Well, that's 10K if you count 2020 and 2024. Oh yeah, if you combine both the sims together, yeah, there's no contest. 1 in 10. At the minimum, 1 in 10. Just on Steam alone, 1 in 10 are using Flight Sim versus X-Plane. Then throw in you know, the Xbox version and PlayStation, and it's probably, you know, 1 in 20. Maybe compare X-Plane 11 before the and after. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Can you go that far back? I don't think SteamDB goes that far back. I think it only goes 5 years. I think it only goes 5 years. Let me see charts. Oh no, it has max. Oh yeah. Oh, that's X-Plane 12. Let me see, X-Plane 11.
Southwest 3419. Descend via Slimmer 5 arrival. Sacramento landing runway tree.
Alright, we got our descent instructions. So here we go. This is interesting. So in April of 2020, there were 4,000 X-Plane pilots. X-Plane 11. 4,000. But I don't know what happened that day. And Flight Sim came out in... when was it? Was it September? Let's look at that now. So let's go to compare. And let's do... we're going to add in X-Plane... well, X-Plane 10's not even on here. Let's go into Flight Sim. So Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll add in just 2020. Because we're comparing longevity at this point. Oh, look at that. It's not even competition. So, November... oh, this is 24. Oh, what is this? This is 20. Why can't it can't go back? It can't go further back than November. Why? January... huh. I don't know why I can't go back. Okay. Anyway, so let's look at it. So... there were... hold on, this isn't gonna work. Let's go here. Max. Alright, on the release of Flight Sim, it came in August. 61,000 people? Holy crap. That's crazy. 61 was the peak. That's wild. And it dropped down to 15. Wow. Okay, so the max peak is 5,500 in a 24 hours period. What was X-Plane? Max peak is 644, and the max players is 4,000. There's more people flying in 2020 right now than there is all-time peak for X-Plane 11. What about Flight Sim 2024? $6,000 was the peak of that. 24,000. That's crazy. Twitch 52,000. That's wild. That's crazy. I didn't think the difference was that big. My FMS screens have frozen, but the rest of the plane is working. Oh no. Marketplace keeps a steady stream of income. Yeah, RJ, yeah, for sure. I think that's the big upper hand. But X-Plane has the marketplace now as well, don't they? Or they're adding it? I can't turn on the approach mode. Oh no. Oh, P2's got it fixed. P2's got it fixed. Okay, cool. Cool. P2's got it fixed. Okay, so the 350 is better. The performance is really good. Again, I can't 100% confirm it because I didn't have traffic with Beyondatc. The issues I was having were likely user error issues that it didn't save the throttles. I'm telling you folks, before I even started the stream, I did calibrate the throttle. It didn't save it. It is what it is with that. That was really the only issue, right? Oh, the runway, the rear. But that was, I don't know what that issue is either. The Midway airport. So Beyondatc is saying 31 center. There was no 31 right, apparently. Now it's center. I don't know. So I'm not sure what that issue is either. But X-Plane 11 was so popular back then. Clearly not. In terms of simmers maybe, but I bet you a bunch of people just didn't sim anymore. Like, I was in and out of X-Plane. I wasn't really in X-Plane a whole lot. I kind of just dropped out of flight sim, in all honesty. It wasn't because of X-Plane. I just kind of lost interest in flight simming. That was back in, whenever that was, 2000, I don't know, 4. I mean, they have multiplayer. Hold on. They have multiplayer. They don't seem to have buyers. Oh, okay. I have a feeling that if we have Flight Sim 2028, it's not going to exceed 15,000 players at peak. I don't know. I wonder what their plan of attack is, what Asobo's plan of attack is. Again, I don't know what they would add to it. The graphics alone are amazing as it is, and like, look at this, man. Look at this. How cool is that? That's incredible looking. I don't know what they can add. Visually, it'd be really tough to add. It'd be really tough to add things visually. That would require a whole new sim. It'd have to be a whole new engine. And I feel like they finally got the engine of 2020/2024 to be where it's supposed to be. Sim Update 4 fixed that substantially. Sim Update 5 is supposed to add a little bit more to it. But overall, like, I think I'm, for the first time ever, super satisfied with the performance and optimization of Flight Sim. And I don't know how much more they can actually optimize. Like, this is going to be a demanding title, regardless. It's an entire world. It's an entire world, folks. I want a screenshot. This is an entire world we're looking at. Oh, wrong button. What the hell's going on here? All right, there. Flow. There it is. That's gorgeous. I kind of should have got the other screenshot. That was cooler. I'll try this one. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what they could add to 2024. And I don't know what they could do to improve the performance anymore. Again, like I was going on, you got the entire world we're looking at now, complex planes. It's going to be very, very difficult to optimize it even further, I feel. The only thing I can see them working on even more is just kind of fine-tuning the code, for WASM crashes and CTDs and stuff like that. But again, I think a lot of that is going to be hard to fully fix because a lot of times it's the add-ons that are causing these crashes. Right? My hometown is in a huge continental basin, and really just got one of the worst air qualities on Earth. Oh, really? Yuck. Yeah, I don't know what they can add. I don't know what they can add. A proper career mode? Maybe. Well, look at the poll. 59 to 41. Wow, that's getting tighter, folks. Getting tighter. That's a 18% difference. That's like, what, 4 or 5 votes difference? Career mode would be interesting. But I think it's going to be hard for them to have a career mode. Very hard to have a career mode that has longevity. Where they consistently add in new routes and stuff like that. You know, look at that. That's kind of where Parallel 42 killed off Sky Park. Because Sky Park kind of was limited. Neofly is so similar to the built-in career mode. You know, it's kind of auto-programmed. Well, I guess Neofly isn't auto-programmed. Yeah, well, I guess it is. It's in a way auto-programmed. Very similar to what the Flight Sim one is. I think if Flight Sim were to do something with a career mode, I'd like to see them do very similar to APL. Bring in real-world routes so you can fly real-world airlines and stuff like that. I feel like that would be the best way to do it. The career mode they have now is more gamey, which is fine. I've used it for a while. I haven't touched it in, I don't know, a year. I haven't flown it for a long time, but if they fix this weird smog over India by 2028, and Chengdu, is that how you say it? Let's see. It's in China, Barry says. So here's, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, Barry. It's gorgeous. Look at that. See the smog back there. Should we put in smog?
Southwest 3104, Oakland Center.
Oh, Jesus, look at that. Holy smokes, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Hospitals open, smog clinic. That's from pollution? And look at that, wearing masks. These are like big filter masks too, not just your regular masks. Look at that, an airport. Smog strands over 2,000 or 20,000. Wow. Look at that. That's wild. That's terrible. LA gets that too, right? Winter air quality is brutal. Why is it winter though? Why is the winter air quality so bad? Out of curiosity.
Southwest 3419, contact Oakland Center 119.
I don't know enough about weather. But the pandas are really cool.
Center on 119.75,
Well, I mean, champ,
Southwest
I like the
3419.
pandas.
Have a good
That's why I fly the
morning.
73s, or the 777 Panda, and the MD-11 Panda.
Oakland Center, Southwest 3419, descending via Slimmer 5, flight level 199er.
Alright, we got about 20-ish minutes or so before arrival. Oh, the poll's changing. 60%, 40%. We got a couple more votes in. Yeah, yikes for sure. Yikes for sure. Alright, it's interesting multiplayer is kind of bouncing back and forth.
Good morning, Oakland Center.
My dad flew MD-11 Pandas. Oh, really, champ? Really? For FedEx, huh? With the Panda? Really? That's awesome. Because it's a basin surrounded by the mountains, in the winter there is not a lot of rain. Coupled with high pressure, you get this. Ah. Okay, surrounded by the mountains, in the winter there's not a lot of rain. And then the pressure. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Okay, so in standard pressure. Altimeter is 30. Where are we at? I lost it. 3014. Who's bought the Parallel 42? The new weather thing. I'm confused by it. I know someone was talking about it in Discord. I think it was Miss Apex. That it's cool, but it doesn't have real world weather. It's not even historical weather. So what it does is apparently it takes like the average weather, what the weather's typically like around that time, and adds it to the sim. It confuses me. It confuses me what that does. If it was like Active Sky from Parallel 42, I would consider it, but it doesn't seem to be like Active Sky. Gonna do LIFR landing. Oh. Yeah, so the weather currently is 340 at 4. The visibility is crap. 6,000 feet visibility for runway 17 right. Well, that's changed. Overcast at 200. Yeah, this is gonna be a ILS approach for sure. This is gonna be a ILS approach. Holy smokes. This is your typical Lex flight. Weather's just trash. Here's multiplayer back in. That's so weird. So look at that. We took off before P2, but because he's in the 350, he's a little faster than we are, and he's almost 20 nautical miles faster than we are, or farther than we are right now, which means he's probably gone. He's probably 30 nautical miles. He's probably traveled 30 nautical miles farther than what we have done so far. If that makes sense. 3-5 right is a RNAV only. Oh, Jesus. Good thing I have left. Good luck, P2. Your new guy's counting on you. Irishman is, at least. He'll be quick to ban you. Got a finger on the trigger. Alright, 13,000 feet. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow for a flight or two tomorrow morning. And then we'll see what next week brings. Next week, we'll probably take Monday off since I'm streaming these 2 days here. Unless we have some big update of something, right? So probably... I'll probably back at it Tuesday. We'll kind of see how next week's schedule goes. 254,000 payout for Irish. Jesus, only 100 difference in minimums between RNAV 35 and ILS 35 left. Really, 100? Only 100 feet difference in the minimums. That's crazy. Alright, we're at 11,000 feet. P2's about 800 feet lower than us. Now we lost him. 254K payout. That's crazy. Alright, landing lights, taxi lights are on. Passing 10,000. All good there. Man, I can't tell you how much I've missed the NGs. It's going to be great to have the actual 2024 version, but... I've really missed the NGs. I'm definitely a Boeing person. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind anymore. As much as I want to hate them, they are just fun planes to fly. Very, very fun planes to fly.
EJET 857. Contact Oakland Center 128.8.
Ceiling is 200 below ILS minimum. This is going to be fun. Holy crap. One problem is, even in this air quality, school still lets kids exercise and running out on the playground. Oh, really? That seems dangerous. This seems very dangerous. Alright, 9,000 feet. I have 4,000 programmed in, because that's our expected altitude at TECO. which is right there. And then ILS, we're looking at, what was it, 20...
Southwest 3419. Contact
or 3,000. Alright, 3,000 at the ILS.
Contact NorCal approach, Southwest 3419. See you.
So yeah, I have typical weather. Oh yes, RJ has typical
NorCal
weather.
approach, Southwest 3419. Good day. 8,400 feet with information November.
At least when I was in school back then.
Southwest 2806. Turn left. Heading 105.
It looks very nice and air turbulence is more noticeable. Oh really? But it's not real, it's not real-time weather, right? It's how's the weather like? I'm so confused. Oh, I'm not getting the RNAV. Well, I'm changing it to ILS, but it's not live weather. Okay, yeah.
3012, expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 35 left.
Let's see. They claim you can change the ILS. You can change the approach. NorCal approach. We'd like to change the ILS 35 left approach if we can. This is Southwest 3419.
NorCal approach, Southwest 1231, 14,000.
They're gonna be like, bitch, please.
Southwest 1231.
That'd be funny if it said that.
Altimeter 3012, expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 35 left.
Altimeter 3012.
RNV.
expect radar vectors for
RNAV.
runway 35 left, Southwest 1231.
Well, I tried on one of the Canada flights. Weather was shitty, so as live, so okay.
Confirm new approach ILS runway 35 left.
Yes. Hey. Affirmative. Southwest 3419. All right, we got the ILS.
Southwest 3419 NorCal approach.
That's how you do it, folks.
Altimeter 3014, expect radar vectors for ILS.
I normally don't ask for it,
left.
but I want the ILS in this one.
Altimeter 3014, expect radar vectors for ILS.
Plus, that's what I have
runway
programmed and
35
set up. I'm not going to
left,
reset this up
Southwest
again.
3419.
We already had one runway change.
Southwest 2806.
All right, we should get vectors after Tenko here.
Heading 010. Maintain 1,100 until
I'm not sure what they're going to be, but it might be 219, but it might be 255.
Turn left, heading 010.
I'm going to put in 219 for now. Actually,
RNAV Zulu runway 35 left, Southwest 2806.
I'm going to do 255.
Southwest 2806. Contact Capital Tower 125.7.
The weather's been very interesting
7 Southwest 2806.
over the U.S.
Have a good day.
the last, what, two weeks or so. So P2's just under 6,000 feet. Looks like he's getting ready to land 35 right, the RNAV. 16 nautical miles out from me. Well, what's going on there, P2? Y'all see that? P2's cheating. That's how he's getting his 10. No, he's back up. See, he's cheating. Slewing everywhere. Alright, we'll go to heading mode after we get lined up here. Switching to 3.5 left. ILS beyond ATC stopped working. Stopped working? What happened? Alright, let's go to heading. Alright, heading mode is activated. 255 for the heading. And we'll see what happens with beyond ATC. See if we get our vectors. Alright, next we want to be at 3,000 feet at Elmac. Why is none of that? Oh crap, I don't have the right runway. Do I have the right runway change? Oh, I don't have the right runway in here. 3.5 left. Oh crap, am I screwed up on this whole approach? I screwed something up. Hold on. Alright, erase. I want to go direct to P. I don't know how the hell I screwed this up. Alright, LNAV. Nah, how the hell I screwed that up? I forgot to change it over. This is where my landing in India will help. Man, thanks for coming on in. Have a great time. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great Sunday if you're not in tomorrow. I forgot to change the approach. I'm surprised Beyondatc haven't yelled at us yet. Normally it's like, you're off course, turn heading, blah blah blah. Yeah, I remember seeing that video of the India landing, right? Yesterday I also did a near no visibility landing in snowstorm. Ooh, with the PC-12? Nice. Where were you flying to? I did that snowstorm one not too long ago. I guess technically the last flight was kind of a snowstorm as well. Technically. Alright, now we're back on course. I'm glad it wasn't waiting on Beyondatc to make the make the vectors, because it would have been like, what? The anti-air system on the PC-12 is not okay though. My aircraft gets frozen all the time at touchdown. That's the PC-12 from SWS, right? Or the Coronado. The SWS one has an autopilot bug, I think. Was in China? Okay. Yeah, I think the SWS one has like an autopilot bug. Or what was it? It was, I can't remember. Was it Misty Apex telling me about that one?
Approach Southwest 3104, 14,600 feet. We have
Downloading leaked version now, not waiting. Yeah, there's no leaked version.
Southwest 3104, NorCal approach. Altimeter tree 0.
Major snowstorm across central China yesterday. Holy cow. Sometimes it's hard for me to even think that China has snow. Because you look at all the photos of, you know, at least me, you've seen of China, it's always green grass and you know, beautiful, like, climate weather and all that jazz. But yeah, obviously there's snow. It's the same with, like, Florida. Florida doesn't have snow, but, like, you know, once and occasionally have a couple snowflakes, but most of it is, I think of it as just hot. But obviously in the wintertime, you know, they're down in, you know, could be as low as like 30 degrees. Zero visibility. Be right back. The 2024 version with liveries. Yeah, no. I don't think there is a leaked version of the 2024 version. Highly doubt it. They got a lot more encryption and tighter security with their OCS 3. All right, here we go. 170.
Radar vectors for ILS runway tree 5 left.
Lead Banza heading 170. Expect radar vectors for
All right,
ILS
heading
runway
mode.
35 left, Southwest 3419.
And we're still want to be at 4,000 feet. Yeah, I wouldn't trust anything from Reddit.
Southwest 1231.
I definitely would not trust anything from Reddit.
180. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway tree 5 left.
Have fun with your viruses. Your malware.
runway tree 5 left, Southwest 1231.
Southwest 1231. Fly present heading.
All right, so we should get a vector. I think it's where's it gonna be at?
Vectors for the approach.
Fly present heading.
LMAX, that's up here. So yeah, we just got a little bit to go yet, then we'll get a vector over to the left. Man, this is crazy. We're 4,000 feet. And you can't see anything. Look at that. Airport's, what, right back there? That's wild. This is gonna be crazy. I'm glad I picked this one. Skipped over the last flight, did this one. Alright, multiplayer's coming back up. Midlife Rex is down there. P2, where are you? We lost P2.
Southwest 1231. Turn left, heading 110. Descend, maintain
6 nautical miles, or sorry, 8 nautical miles out. So this will give us like, what, 12 nautical miles probably to set up for the arrival? We'll get the yoke cam back on once we get in closer for the arrival.
NorCal approach. Air transport 3410 heavy. 14,600 feet with numbers.
Air transport 3410 heavy NorCal approach. Good day. Altimeter tree 014. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway tree 5 left.
Altimeter tree 014. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway tree 5 left. Air transport 3410 heavy.
Southwest 1231. 3 miles from Wumov. Turn left.
Yeah, so this is a southwest flight, so we're gonna hear a lot of southwest here.
100 until established. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway tree 5 left.
Turn left, heading 0, tree 5, 1,100.
Alright, any second now. Any second now.
Runway tree 5 left, southwest 1231.
Southwest 1231. Contact Capital Tower 125.7.
Over to tower 125.7 southwest.
It's also interesting that
1231.
Sacramento is called Capital. I know there's the capital, but like.
Southwest 3419.
Alright.
Turn left, heading 090.
090.
Maintain 2,000 feet. Altimeter tree 0.
He's gonna maintain 2,000. I'm gonna go 3,000.
Turn left, heading 090. The descend maintain 2,000 feet. Altimeter 3014, Southwest 3419.
Alright, 1,000 for the vertical speed. That might be a little too much. Alright, what's our landing speed today? Our V speeds 132, 128, 125. So we're gonna do 130. We're gonna do 130 on the arrival. That should work. Does that compute over here? Takeoff, landing, en route. We're landing 35 left. So import, 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 calculate. 133 for the VREF. Is that what we saw down here? Yeah. Yeah, so 130. 130. And we haven't gotten the cleared for the ILS. We just got vectors for the approach. Visibility 100 feet. What the heck was that?
4 miles from Elmac. Turn left, heading 015. Maintain 1,400 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS
Alright,
runway
approach mode is activated. Localizer's captured.
Turn
Single
left,
channel,
heading
14 nautical miles out.
1,400 feet until
How'd you do,
established.
P2?
Cleared ILS runway 35 left, Southwest 3419.
Visibility 100 feet. That's crazy. Can we see, I wonder if there's a... Alright, here we go. Here's what Sacramento's like right now. Real life. So we'll see if it compares. That looks about what we're probably going to get, right? Yeah, I'd say that's probably what we're going to get. Alright, let's see what happens. 9 nautical miles out, let's get the flaps.
Tower 125.7. Have a good one.
Contact Tower 125.7, Southwest 3419. Capital Tower, Southwest 3419.
Alright, we're at flaps 1, flaps 2. Glide slope's captured, good.
Southwest 3419, Capital Tower.
Switch this over to approach mode.
At 4, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Okay, and then we're going to bring in this map a little bit.
35 left, clear to land, Southwest 3419.
Okay, got that set. Looking good. Everything's looking fantastic. And webcam's on. See if we can get better lighting. See if that helps a little bit. Alright, speed coming back. Gear down. Flaps 10. So now I'm going to be practicing landing with the yoke before trying new sky flights. Yeah, that might be a good idea. What'd you have before, RJ? I forgot. Did you have the Thrustmaster TCA? I might get a late config here.
Exec jet 390, hold short of 35 left.
This fog is screwing with my thought process. Alright, flaps 30.
Contact NorCal departure. Have a good day.
What the hell?
Contact NorCal departure, sky, the 3881.
There you go, flaps 30. Alright, 3 nautical miles out. Why the hell's my flaps not working? Come on now, 30, please. Why does it keep going back up?
1,000.
Yeah, stupid thing. There we go. Alright, flaps 30. Add the extra spring, loving it. Oh yeah, the extra spring is fantastic. Alright, let's turn off multiplayer so we can see nothing. There we go, folks. Jesus. P2 said 100 feet minimums. Holy crap. You can't see anything. Nothing at all.
500.
Oh my god, 500 call, nothing. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, I see a little bit of the ground. On the left of the window. Yep, there it is. Alright. There's the ground. See the ground. Looking good. Can't see in front of me, but...
Approaching minimums.
Minimums. This is dangerous. Get a 10, very nice. Minimums, we're landing. Alright, there's the runway. Threshold, AP's off, my aircraft.
100. 50. 30. 20.
Alright, come on down. Come on down, buddy. Get on down. Touchdown. Alright, reversers. 288, I'll take that. That was terrifying. Alright, reversers are stowed. Welcome to sunny San Francisco. Sacramento. Flaps going up.
Roger, Southwest 3104.
That was terrifying. That was literally like 50 feet. 50 feet.
Exit next
Alright, landing lights are off.
Southwest 3419.
Multiplayer's back on. That was cool though. That was very cool. Anxiety inducing.
Ground 121.7, Southwest 3419.
So RJ said, yeah, you had, okay, so you had the TCA before? I think you're gonna like it. The TCA Yoke is incredible. That extra spring really does help. Really, really does help. That was cool. That was 2 really good flights. Matt, welcome in. Yeah, you just missed our landing in sunny Sacramento. Sunny Sacramento. All right, we're gonna go down over here to this one, right? Yeah. Gonna probably be around in real life. Oh, probably gonna be a go around in real life. Yeah, I heard saying. Probably. I'd be curious. What's the? We should check to see what if there's any delays going on. I wonder if the Bore sound pack is going to work day 1 with the 737-800 2024. This is the question. A diversion more likely. Probably a diversion, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if, yeah, it'd be interesting to know if the airport's closed down or not. Although, that's what ILS is for. You could have done a Cat 3. Sacramento's the capital. Alright, taxi lights are turned off. Webcam's off. Bravo 19's where we're parking. Alright, park brake is set. Let's go on down. Oh, not that way. Over here. Hit every button but the last one. And we're going to go to, not that one, we want to go over to FMS Actions, ground. Get those connected. Get the GPU connected. Get the changes to stairs, to jetway. And then jetway connected. Up here, APU, or sorry, GPU now, is on. Turn that to off, turn that to off. Go on down here, and engine 1, 2 are turned off.
Southwest 3104, gate Bravo 20 taxi via Alpha 5, Alpha, Bravo 1, Yankee 4.
I want to see
Bravo
now.
20 via Alpha 5 Alpha, Bravo 1, Yankee 4 South, West 3104.
Let's see. Now this plane's coming into Sacramento. Yeah, they're flying on in. So we got this Southwest Max, 737 Max is coming on in for landing. These guys are coming in as well, so they're landing still, yeah. I wonder if anyone has a webcam, or if anyone has a live feed. Oh crap, what did I just do? No one has it live now, at least. Chicago's live. Yeah, no Sacramento. Nothing live from Sacramento right now. Okay, let's see what we got for our scores, shall we? We'll start over here with New Sky. Close the flights. Hit the wrong button. Okay. A 10. Of course, a 10. What is there a question mark on that one? So we had a 10 on the flight. $6,000 pretty much. 288 on landing. I will take that given the conditions we had. So very good night from, or good flight from New Sky. I need P2 to start screwing up. I should have started talking a lot of stuff, see if you screw up on his landing. Jinxed him, right? And then our second scoring, which would be from APL. We had a 100. I'll take that one as well. And that said 261 on the landing rate. So yeah, that's pretty decent. I'd say between 2 and 300 on the landing. Not bad at all. I'll take both of those 2 flights. And then, let's see. So here's what my schedule looks like next. I'll probably end up skipping this Nashville to Milwaukee flight. We'll see, though. But tomorrow, I'm not sure what the flights are going to be tomorrow. I don't think the schedule will be here tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Check my screenshots is what P2 said. Let's check out those screenshots real quick. Holy smokes. Yep, so there's the weather, P2. Jeez Louise, yeah, look at that. Yeah. I think we can confirm. That's what we encountered today here on the stream, right? Let's see real quick. Yeah. Well, P2's looks like his is a lot more aggressive. Yeah, yours looks like yours is a lot more aggressive. I gotta come back over here. Unless it's just selected areas that are more... Oh, maybe not. Looks like it's all the same. Yeah, it looks like it's all the same. Midlife Rex over here. In the dash. Not in the dash, yeah, it's the dash, right? Cool. All right, well, everyone, thanks for coming on in today's flights. Very, very fun. 2 cool weather flights. We'll see everyone tomorrow. And once I get the time up, I'll get up in Discord and YouTube as I always do. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you in Discord. Take care.